Hey y'all, happy hump day. Hey Max Boogie, how you doing? Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Child, Max Boogie, you're gonna have to hit this link when it's time so I can get your opinion on a couple of things, okay? Let me know if you're good with that. Hey Red Vines, how you doing? I hope everybody's enjoying your hump day. Honey, we have a couple of things to talk about. While my battery lasts, okay? All right, because I forgot to charge my phone this morning, but I really wanted to come home before it got too late, right? So anyway, thank you guys in the clouds for joining. If you would please hit that like button, I would appreciate it. Okay. And so I want to talk about a couple of things. So let's start off with our our brief recap, if you will, or our brief commentary as it pertains to the beef sector. As these beef sector streets continue to turn, okay? The debauchery continues, child, okay? But we get a good little kiki out of it. It is what it is. We are all in this beef together, all right? So, anyway, first thing I want to talk about on the agenda is y'all please hit that like button, share the video if you are, okay? And I really want somebody to come through and put that title or type that title in the video because I really want to talk to you guys about some things. But as far as the B sector goes, okay. So the biggest thing that I heard yesterday, well actually it was a couple of things. Me and Max Boogie actually hit my link yesterday and we were talking about the alleged passing of Sharika Chicago. Forgive me if I'm butchering her name, but the alleged passing. So I heard some other things after I got offline, and maybe you guys can help me with that. But one of the things that I heard that really struck me was the fact that allegedly her alleged husband is coming online, and I guess he's pretty angry. And I understand that he had some words for Lemon. I think I heard that they said he was blaming Lemon for his wife's, starting to drink again. You know what I mean? Hey, Tisa, how you doing, love? And so I also heard a brief argument on YTC's this morning, and I would have to agree with whoever said that it is not Lemon's fault if that lady started to drink again. Hey, Seven, I got a question for you, Seven. I'm glad you're here because I heard you say something yesterday that really struck me. I hope you can stick around. I don't know if you can or not, but I would really like for you to expect. Can you hit the link? Can you hit the link, Seven? Because I really like to have a discussion with you about what you said, right? So anyway, it is not his fault, in my opinion, if this lady started to drink again and she had a liver transplant. Okay, you have to take accountability for your actions. We are all adults. Okay, it's unfortunate if she indeed had a liver transplant and she started to drink again, but we are all accountable for ourselves, right? At the end of the day. So if the husband is allegedly going around, maybe he, sometimes people get really angry when people passed. I don't even know how he would find. Okay, thank you, Seven. Have that train of thought will come to mind. The whole thing is still very suspect to me, right? I'm sorry, it just is. It just, maybe I've been jaded by YouTube for far too long, but we've seen several people, several new black people. Okay, in air quotes, because I heard somebody say that yesterday. They call them new black people. Um, coming online and discussing things of this nature, right? And so, yes, very interesting. Something just don't seem right. And how can a figure online make you indulge it? Right. That's right, Tisa, because we all are accountable for ourselves. And, what was he supposed to do? Reach? into her device and pour the drink down her throat. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's ridiculous. And we are adults. We are not young children. These people are adults. So I can't get behind that train of thought. Okay. And also, so I found that very interesting. Max said exactly. They just blame him because he's a Palon, but she is grown. Nobody forced her to drink. Absolutely right. I just can't get behind that theory. Because we are all adults. You have to be accountable for your own self. Okay. And talking about accountability, Lemon, because he's the content, right? Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video if you could. Lemon gives Christa an ultimatum. Now, I didn't hear this, but I've seen this over on YTC's. I actually took a screenshot. Let me see if I can find it. And let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Right? I need to talk faster. I see. Took a screenshot. So, Informant Sugar, they were talking about the ultimatum that Lemon gave Krista, and Informant Sugar, Grish, aka Grish, gave a timestamp of when Lemon actually gave Krista the ultimatum. He said, "Don't walk tonight, or don't ever come back." Right. So we know that she didn't walk. And I found it very interesting, right? Because she don't like oh, Miss O, it could be way to get. Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm suspect. I'm suspect about the whole thing. The whole thing, something just don't sound right to me. It sounds like a money grab. I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Queenie. And like I said, my condolences if she hasn't if she has in fact passed away. But this is the internet, and like I said, maybe I'm jaded, but I've seen these fake death scenarios too many times to believe anything coming out of somebody's mouth. Okay, that's just how I feel about it. It is what it is, right? So anyway, what was I? Oh yeah. So I just showed y'all a screenshot of the ultimatum. Now I went to Krista's channel to find out what she had to say about it. Because she did a video, I guess in the wee hours in the morning, or after it was said. Now in that video, she was talking about it. Jay Dunn got up there, and told her what she thought. Not only Jay Dunn, I think it was Pretty Purple Rain or something, got up there and and spoke about how derogatory he speaks to not only her but a lot of women over there on that channel. They continue to take it. She says she ain't stupid. She know what she doing. If this is her version of her getting whatever she needs out of him, but making it seem like like I'm on top of this, right? Now I don't know what kind of game Krista thinks she got going on in her mind, but it clearly is not working because it is only benefiting him and making her look worse, in my opinion, right? And also, Krista, thanks for still supporting in the sky. I heard you when you did the little video. You said you weren't gonna cuss me out or whatever, but you didn't appreciate being called the bees and all of this and all that. It is what it is. I said what I said and I meant it. Okay. And so, but thank you for listening. So like I said, I don't know what the game is, but it's only benefiting him. So I also heard her say on the video that she did in response to her leaving Lemon Panel or whatever, because he was speaking to her so bad, right? Um, I heard her say something about she was gonna get up, and show, walk around her living room and show people her roses or something like that. So maybe she's taking his ultimatum seriously. I don't know. Time will tell. But she was hinting at, turning on the camera and getting up and walking around to show her apartment or either show some roses or something like that. So maybe allegedly she's going to get up and walk because he gave her this ultimatum, or maybe because she wants to. And also Lemon feels like the reason why she wouldn't take him up on that trip to be flued out to meet him and Tracy is because maybe she can't walk. I don't know. And on the other hand, playing devil's advocate, I don't understand how Lemon, of all people, can give anybody a ultimatum about anything. Okay, now she need to give him an ultimatum and have him explain why his eyes roll all over his head, why he is missing teeth at 35 years old, why he is living at home with his mother, and she needs to give him an ultimatum as it pertains to him walking out of the closet. Okay, The closet that he shuts up so fast, as opposed to his sexuality, she needs to challenge him to walk out of the closet. Just like he want her to walk in her living room, she needs to challenge him to walk out that closet, okay, and live free, okay? I'm just saying that's just my opinion. But anyway, let me read some of this. So you know I like to read y'all comments before I get too far. Tisha said, "Cause my family smooth out if they come online talking about." I know that's right. Tisha talking about my passing, which they won't. My people would never, ever, ever do that either, Tisha. Right? But just in case, right? Was it for her to? Yes, it was for her to walk. They were also talking about it on YTC's today, right? So he is back to question her as to why she won't walk, or even if she can walk. But he can't question. No, he need to walk out that closet, okay? Hey, Stomp Down. Stomp Down says, and they all over 50 plus, right? I already know that he's making money off their disgusting dysfunction, absolutely, as well as his own. All of them are aware of what and who Big Lemon is, absolutely, to include Tracy, Beans and Cornbread, and Lilo. You are absolutely right. I absolutely agree with that. We are all adults around here, okay? Jesus said, if people allow a person to constantly disrespect them, they deserve it. You're absolutely right, because she says she got it under control, though. She knew what she doing. So, okay, girl, if she happy, I'm happy for her. Okay. But people got a right to express their disdain, okay, if they want to. Because once you make it public, it is everybody's right to talk about it. All right. Krista says she's showing roses. That's what she said. Lemon wants to see her walk. Um, walk, not in her apartment. I don't know. Hey Meow Meow says, and Olivia, did you know Crystal went to ZX panel? He somewhat drug her and Lemon and talked under her. No, I did not know that. I don't frequent, I don't go to his channel. Corrine said, oh goodness. Hey Wanda Stump that said all of them have abandoned their own channels, right? In an effort to feel important, selected, important, and to be the number one be in charge. But let me tell you something. I agree with that. And not only have those older women that sit over there done that, abandoned their own channels, you got people like Pizarro that, pretty much deals with a lot of his disrespect, because she is a leech, she is a parasite. Okay, so everybody over there is feeding off of him in some kind of way, right? Now we know when it comes to him and Krista, I maintain that they have some kind of sick symbiotic relationship. Everybody else is parasiting off of them and him, in my opinion, right? But he's parasiting off of them as well, right? So it just is what it is. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video. Bodyworks said Lemon is not going to stick to that. No, he's not. Because apparently Krista either pays him, or he believes Krista brings. He believes she's. I don't think she's paying him. But he does. She does in fact bring content, views and money, because she is the hottest topic over there. Like I said, she is the J.R. Ewing of the beef sector. People love to hate her. Okay, child. That's just all it is to it. Whether Krista can walk or not doesn't affect his life, because both of them don't plan on ever meeting. You're absolutely right about that. But that is a talking point for him to demean her, for him to get more content, clicks, and views. He really don't care if she can walk or not. Okay. Lemon is capitalizing on Krista. Yes, he is. Krista knows it. So she does things on Lemon's channel to go live and backtrack to her channel. You're right. They have a symbiotic relationship. And it's sick. It's very dysfunctional. Hey, Dr. Soapy. Stump that says, and now Tracy is claiming that Pastor is stalking her again. Really? Has doxed her current living accommodations. Really? And has flagged her channel out of a profuse hatred and really, I didn't know that. Oh wow, oh wow. Bodyworks said Krista either can't walk or ashamed of her body, because she has no problem pushing that mug in the camera. I don't know. Lemon gave. Hey, Dr. Soapy said Lemon gives Krista an ultimatum. Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Soapy. I needed that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Pretty Black said host and chat. Big Lemon is claiming that YTC is being paid by Shakim to talk about him. Yeah, I heard something over there. I don't know where it stemmed from, because I didn't roll it back, but people were thinking about putting Rob behind their name. And I don't know if it's because Dragon said she was gonna go change her name to Dragon Ra. Is it in reference to Shakim, or is it in reference to something else? I don't know. But he hates when not only him but Jay Dunn was and Jay Dunn and I was proud at YTC for a little bit today because she was actually standing up to Jay Dunn. Okay, I cussed her out and dropped her though. The thing she didn't do was drop that helper, because that's what I would have done. Okay. The crazy part is none of them would disrespect anyone outside the internet, right? Because the math would be word up. You got that right, Tisa? Only on the internet, child. LOL sounds even funnier when read aloud. Thank you, Dr. Soapy. So anyway, that happened. Anything else as far as the beef sector? Oh, and also when it comes to quote unquote new black people, uh, I found it quite disgusting yesterday that Pizza and Lemon, I guess, and other people seem to be arguing about where the alleged now passed away, what is her name? Sure, Chicago. Was she a Intel? Was she a Lemonette? Because Peace was like she was a Lemonette, she was an Intel first, and all of this and all of that. And I think it's disgusting because I felt like if the woman really is passed away, they were trying to capitalize off of her on her passing. It's absolutely gross, and they ought to be ashamed of themselves for that. Okay, that was absolutely gross. I saw that yesterday. Okay, I was like, oh my God, are they really having this argument? On it, so they're really not concerned. I mean, and they really don't even have to be about her being, they could put, okay, so you're using it for content, right? We all talking about it, but do you have to be so disgusting about it? Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video. How many likes do I have, Dr. Soapy? But do you have to wrap it up in so much, you know, uh, in such an undignified manner? That's my issue, right? So anyway, those are just my thoughts on that. So moving right along. So the second part of our title says "Stay Black and Live." Now, the reason why I say that is because yesterday, I don't know if you guys heard me, or I don't know if you guys saw this. There was a hanging, a lynching of a black man, a 21-year-old boy in Mississippi, and his hung on a tree in Mississippi, just on the pickleball court of his college, right? And the police are saying, the black sheriff and other people saying that there is no foul play involved in this situation, right? No foul play. Now we know that tensions are high in this country right now. We know that the white nationalists and extremists are losing their mind. They're getting their whole life right now. Okay, via Donald Trump, they have let their racist flags fly free. Okay, and they are letting it do what it do, right? So they listen to so much rhetoric. These young Anglos are out of control because of all this stuff going on the internet. We know what happened with that 22-year-old boy in Utah. Um, and other, we heard of a 16-year-old that was radicalized online, what he did to the school shooting in Chicago, right? Just a lot of very demonic things going on in this country right now. And you would have to ask yourself, are people already getting the mark of the beast in this country, right? So let me rock out for a minute, right, without reading the comments, right? So this boy, they found him hanging from a tree on a pickleball court in his college in Mississippi, and they said that there was no foul play in Mississippi now, right? But check it out. Not only that, they say a couple of hours before that, they found this man, a homeless man, hanging from a tree as well, right? And mainstream media is not talking about it, right? So let me tell you what I have chosen to do, right? Because black people pretty much don't care and don't really want to have much to say about it. But we do need to be, whether you talk about it or not, you still need to be aware. right? So what I do is I go over to these Anglo channels so I can get all the tea when it comes to these very devilish, demonic, extreme white nationalist extremist actions, right? The things that they are doing in this country, right? That is causing chaos and mayhem, right? So this man right here, he is a homeless man. He hours before they found um Trey Reed hanging from a tree in his school in Mississippi. Also in Mississippi, it was in another county. They found this homeless man hanging from a tree. Now you ask yourself, and they're saying there's no foul play involved in it as well, right? Now you have to ask yourself why a Anglo homeless man was alleged. I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know. Allegedly hanged from a tree, right? Well, part of that when it comes to white nationalist extremist rhetoric, if there was this forecaster on Fox News, and he was saying that he advocates for the involuntary euthanization of homeless people, right? He wants to give involuntary inject, lethally inject homeless people. So I said, wow. So is this trying to start a war among us? You're right about that, Dr. Sophie, but we ain't biting. We're gonna get to that too, right? So, like I said, the guy on Fox News, the commentator, he was advocating for the lethal injection of homeless people, right? So could this possibly be a reason why on the same day that they found um Trey Reed hanging from a tree. No foul play involved. Oh, and as far as Trey Reed goes, his family is on. They did. I saw a video of a guy that says he's a cousin of a cousin or something like that, and they're saying that the family said, they didn't believe that no foul play was involved because allegedly his arms and legs were broken and there were bruises all over his body. So if he decided to go out to the pickleball court and hang himself from a tree, which I don't understand how he did that, but so he broke his limbs first, he beat himself up first, but there's no foul play, right? And what about this homeless man? So he just decided, hey, I might as well go and do the white nationalists a favor and just hang myself from a tree. So you really have to think about what's going on and pay attention, right? And I know people don't like to talk about this. It's not popular over here in the sector, but it is what it is. Times are so perilous. Y'all know I don't even like to have these conversations anymore. But let me tell you something. Some people got to talk about it. Whether you want to hear it over here or not, some people got to say something sometime. Okay? It just is what it is. It just be too much going on, right? For me not to speak on it. Number one, the reason why I used to, years ago, I spoke on these subjects all the time. They called me racist, and I just sit back and shook my head. But now things are coming to fruition, when I say this, because you are seeing it for yourself. Okay? So they called me racist or bigoted because I said I was black first, which I still am and always will be, right? Whether I speak about these issues or not, it is what it is because I am all the way woke, okay? Now, speaking of being all the way woke, let me get this off the screen. There is a concerted effort in this country to please hit the like button, y'all. Please share the video, right? There is a concerted effort in this country to quote unquote put the black woman in her place, right? Now let me tell you what's going on with that. Now we know that some 300,000 black women have been fired from these white collar jobs from the white sector. These very educated black women. Okay, they said his arms and legs were broken. Shaking my head. Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now you have to wonder why. Hey, Peachwoods, how you doing? Why does there seem to be a concerted effort to silence or quote unquote put the black woman in her place, right? Especially when it comes to black women, upwardly mobile black women, very educated black women. And the reason, in my opinion, the reason why they want to do that is because the black women have the that they have the ability to mobilize, right? They have the ability to mobilize their community, right? I.e., the black community, right? And the reason, one example for that, is what Stacey Abrams did in Georgia when Joe Biden was running for president, right? She flipped Georgia from a Republican state to a Democratic state, right? Stacey Abrams did that, right? That helped Joe Biden get elected, right? Now, it helped Joe Biden get elected, but check out how they treat her, right? It scared them so bad. It scared the Anglos so bad, Joe Biden included, that they had to quote unquote put Stacey in her place, and now you hardly ever hear from Stacey Abrams. She has a YouTube channel. I forget the name of it, but she has a YouTube channel as well, right? So after Biden was elected, you didn't hardly hear anything about Stacey Abrams, right? Because it scared them, right? So now there seems to be an attack in this country, this white nationalist ideology, which one person in particular tried to say that the black woman doesn't have the brain power to hold certain positions in this country, right? And we know that it's propaganda. We know that it's a lie. They say they only got these positions of power in this country, people like Jasmine Crockett, because of DEI, not because they are educated and absolutely, they possess the education level and the job requirements to fill that position, right? Well, because DEI, that's what they're saying, right? Peachwood says, respectfully, Miss O, 315,000 black women left corporate America to go into their own businesses. They are trying to change the narrative. Well, now, that could be true for some of the 300,000, but I have seen video after video of these black women being fired or laid out from their job for whatever reason, but it's simply because they are black women. In my opinion, they are trying to, like I said, bring black women to heel because they have the ability to mobilize their community. Okay, and we know that when it comes to black women especially, we already know that we don't always get to do what we want to do, but eventually we will do what we have to do. Okay, and so they are afraid of that. They are not afraid of the black man. They are afraid of the black woman because they feel like they have emasculated the black man to the point to where they don't want to do nothing anyway. They don't even want to save themselves. A lot of them just would rather side with MAGA instead of standing up and defending their own community. It just is what it is. Okay, so they do not respect the black man's strength. All right, now we know that is not true for all black men. Okay, but unfortunately, it is true for a lot of them. Especially though, that's why you got so many he-man black woman haters. Okay, they hate you because of your strength, and and they fear. Unfortunately, they fear the system. So since they can't rail, they are afraid to rail against the system. They would rather rail against you because they don't fear retribution from you, but they do fear retribution from the system. But nevertheless, black women, a lot, I'm gonna say most. I'm not gonna say all. Most black women will still mobilize when they have to. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Stacey Abrams, right? Stacey Abrams is a prime example. Okay, they can't stand women like Stacey Abrams. They can't stand women like Jasmine Crockett. Okay, they can't stand Michelle Obama, which is not even a politician. They can't stand federal court judge Ketanji Brown. They can't stand women like that. All right, because they don't want you to mobilize your community. They don't want you to mobilize your community because they fear retribution. Okay. That is why they're doing everything in the world that they can do, including fear mongering, okay, to stop you from voting, to stop you from mobilizing your community. Okay, that's what they're trying to do. But let me show y'all this real fast. We're gonna move on to the other one, right? What was that? Let me see. Let me find it. Did I have it on here? Hmm. And there was also a black woman fired from the fired from the Washington Post, because she did not even speak out against that person that was recently unalived, but she just shared something that he said pertaining to black women, and for that reason they let her go. I was like, wow, okay, this is what we doing. See, free speech and freedom ain't free in this country no more. Okay. So I don't even know, and one reason why I wanted to get these types of videos in here while I could is because we don't even know how long we will be able to express how we really feel about what's going on in this country on the internet. We don't know. We be able to have this discussion next year on YouTube? We don't know. Okay, we don't know. Okay. So there's another guy I like to watch on YouTube. Please hit the like button, y'all. His name is Torian Rain, right? He is a black first commentator, has been one for years on YouTube. So he came across this viral video of this Anglo man allegedly begging black men to save them, right? And so he was playing a video and doing commentary about the video of this man saying that the black man, Miss O dropped the link. I can't. Oh, okay. Of this black man, let me get the link. Of this Anglo man, asking, pretty much the black man, to intervene in what's going on in this country. And because of this thing that I heard right here, I put part of the title of the video, which says "Stay Black and Live." That is the reason why I put that title in there, because of this video. So, like I said, I listened to this video, and he was basically saying, pretty much, he want black people, black men especially, I guess, to come out, and protest and speak out more, about what's going on in this country right now. Do you see what I'm saying? But you don't see black people have learned that it is best for them not to take up anybody's fight except for their own, right? They have finally learned that they need to stay black and live. Black people, men and women, have finally learned that it does not benefit black people one bit to get out here and protest, and put their life on the line, for things that they did not create, right? That's right, real relaxing, right? And they are mad, they are upset, right? Because really they want what this Anglo man wants. And he was saying, he wants them to speak out against all the extremism that's going on in this country right now, right? Why would we do that when we did not create it, right? We are not these nationalist extremists out here committing all of these things, all of these atrocities, okay? We are not the ones out here, getting rid of, doing away with, key figures in this madness that's going on right now. A lot of this madness is targeted at us, okay? So why would we bite? Why would we come out and protest and speak out? There are no more Dr. Martin Luther Kings around here anymore. There are no more Malcolm X's around here anymore. Black people are choosing to stay in their lane, and they are learning to move within the system to save themselves. And that's why I said stay black and live, okay? Because it is not the black man or the black woman's responsibility to fix what is going on right now, because we did not vote in Hitler, okay? AKA the Orange Man. We did not vote him in. We are not the ones out here radicalizing the Anglo youth, driving them crazy because they really don't know which way to go. We are not the ones out here doing those sort of things. You got this guy right here on the bottom of your screen, this young man right here, I guess it's on the bottom left of your screen, named Nick Fuentes, right? Nick Fuentes is the one that is finna take the place of the man that was assassinated in Utah, right? He is meaner. He is more xenophobic. He is more racist. His rhetoric is really a lot more dangerous, honestly, than anything that other man had to say. So here's the next one to step up and radicalize, in my opinion, these young Anglo people. Right? This is not a us problem. Okay. And that's why we are not responding the way that they don't want us to respond. It's why that man did that video. Really, it was like really not even begging black men to stand up and fight. Really, it was kind of like a reverse psychology thing, right? In my mind, they want you to get on the front line. They want you to protest. They want you to do all of this and all of that. Not even to be a buffer, but to get you to fight, right? They want to poke you. They want to reverse psychology you into being in the midst of the drama so that they can have something to fight against instead of fighting amongst one another, right? And I think that black people are starting to realize that. So that's why when I say stay black and live in the title of the video, that is what I mean by that. This is not our problem to fix. It never was. Racism and extremism and white nationalism in this country, this is not a us problem. This is a them problem. Only they can fix it. Okay? But they don't mind using you as a buffer. They don't mind using you as a body. Okay? What the hell? Now, this might be a troll. Y'all, hold on. Let me put up my screensaver. But this is very interesting to me. All right? Hold on. Okay.
Hello,
Hello?
Miss Olivia.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make a little statement. I don't mean to interrupt your show.
Okay, I
Cause
don't
I
want to
just
be
I
disrespected. I don't
right.
mind you
No,
making a
no.
statement, but we ain't gonna be
Okay.
disrespected, okay?
No. Right.
Okay.
The thing was last night on my show, I told Christa I could put my banner up just like you're doing right now, and you could just walk for me. And here's why I told her this because I invited her to Limitation. She declined the offer.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, very interesting.
Somebody said that they would pay me or pay for my flight to go see her. She
Uh
said,
huh.
"Don't take the money. I don't want it." Then I canceled Limitation, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna fly Tracy out to where I live, and we're gonna just turn up in my city." I invited Chris, and instantly, as soon as I said, "Chris, you want to come and hang out with me and Tracy?" Nope, I'm not going. So I'm just like, can you walk? Because like that's the only reason I brought it up again was because it's like something's not adding up.
Mhm.
I was saying like I'm gonna fly you to meet me. We could be in different hotels. I mean, not different hotels, different rooms, but you could be in your personal space.
Mhm.
Um, she just declined like every time like I'm trying to link up with her. It's like a hesitant. So it's like what's the hesitation for?
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
offered her $1,000 before the
Oh.
walk when we were beefing, and she never took the offer. But she
Mhm.
said tomorrow she will walk for free. I'm like, so you didn't take the $1,000,
Mhm.
but now you're gonna walk for free for everybody? Because I didn't tell her to do this for the
Mhm.
public. I said, let me put my banner up and just walk for me, and I'll
Mhm.
confirm to the audience that you can walk.
Mhm.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I know
So why
my
do you
my.
think?
Mhm,
Why do you think she is now? Because I heard her on a video say that she was
mhm.
going to walk and show people her roses, something like that. I did hear that. Yes.
Yeah. I honestly just don't know. I know people keep saying like, "What's the big deal if she can walk or not?" No. That's not the big deal. I'm trying to link up with her, and she always like something. She didn't want me to take the offer when somebody said they will fly me to go meet her. She didn't want to come to Limitation. Was going to be my first kind of situation. I
Mhm.
canceled that. I'm like, I'll fly you out to meet me. No, so it's like, what is up? Like, what's going on? That's all. So I don't want people to think like I'm forcing this woman to walk in public. Or I'm trying to embarrass her. No, because I said you don't have to walk for them. Just show me you can walk.
Mhm.
That's it. I'm gonna put my banner up. Nobody can see you but me.
Right. I did hear you say that. Yeah, I heard you say that on YTC's this morning.
Yeah, it's not to
Yeah.
embarrass her. I just like come on out. So Talon hit my panel. He walked. Sassy hit my panel. She walked. So I turned
Mhm.
my camera on. I walked. It's that simple. They're making it seem like I'm telling her to break dance and do
Mhm.
crazy things. Just walk.
Mhm.
That's it. Take a couple steps
Well,
and
we're
turn your
gonna have
camera
to
off.
see if she's gonna do it or not. Now she said
But
on her
do you
video,
think she gonna
I
do it?
I don't know. Let me just let me backtrack that. I don't think so, but I did hear her say that she was gonna stand up and walk over to some red roses or something like that.
Hmm.
I don't know if you heard that or not, but
Yeah, she said it on my
she
live too. Hmm.
Oh, okay. I did hear her say that on her live, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
because evidently I was into it and she didn't want to deal with it, and she got off her live and went to off your live and went to her channel, and that is when she said that. I did hear her say that. So I guess time is going to tell. Do I think that she's actually going to do it? No, but I could be wrong. I'm not psychic. Do you think she's going to do it?
No, and what I said was in my live was you're gonna have a reason where you feel like I came at you wrong, so this is why you're not gonna do it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like he could just the title said like I put her backstage or something, whatever. You know, okay,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna use that to be like, oh, I didn't walk for you guys because Lemon put me backstage and I felt disrespected, so I'm not gonna walk. So,
Mm-hmm.
no, she to
Well,
me.
let me ask you this, Lemon, while you over here,
Mm,
right? Because this is something that I would really like to know. Because I have a whole lot of theories when it comes to you and Krista.
yeah.
What is that? Can you tell me what type of relationship? And I ain't talking about sexual or I love you, you love me. It seems
Mm.
like y'all got some type of symbiotic relationship going on, and it's very toxic. Can you tell me what draws you towards that relationship?
I think me and Krista, we just have this bond where it works. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to take it a step further with her and see what's up, but
Mm-hmm.
she sort of curves it. Any chance like we can actually like they'll be like, this
Well,
is a
do you
play, this
think
is a
she only
play.
wants an online situation?
I mean, I don't know. I
Mm,
honestly don't know. I really don't know. She said that
mm,
she want to take things further, but then it's like I want to hang out with you, but I only want to meet you. But I'm like, you love Tracy. Y'all got the same birthday. Like, why
mm,
not? Why not? Let's link up. We finna
mm,
link up in at the end of the
mm,
month of November. Pull
mm,
up. I'm gonna pay for it. All you
mm.
gotta
So
do
are
is
you
book it.
are you really
Mhm.
gonna meet with Tracy?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Come
okay.
on now, Olivia. I went to Vegas. I met Nash, Shakim,
Yeah, I'm not saying that you
Lolo.
won't. I know you done been to Vegas.
Yeah.
I just want to know if you're gonna do it for real, right?
No, for
And
real.
I
Yeah,
wish
but
Lemon, I wish Krista would have participated. But like I
right.
said, that makes me that right there makes me think that because it was just going to be you, her, and Tracy, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So not a whole lot of
Separate
people.
rooms. Separate rooms. Still give you your
Right, not a
privacy.
whole
You
lot of
ain't
people. So
right.
since and Tracy likes her, so
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't you
They
go
got
if
the
you
same
really want to
birthday.
meet this guy offline?
Right. Right.
So I have to agree with you on it. I really do.
And you ain't even got to pay for it. I'm gonna
Right,
pay for it. Like,
all
why not
expenses
go?
paid. You can't beat it. It's a free trip.
I'm gonna pick you up from the airport. You ain't gotta wait for no Uber, no Lyft.
Mhm.
Like,
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know. But the question of the day, and thank you for coming up, is she actually going to do what she said? Because she said on her own video that
Hmm.
she was gonna get up and walk and show people her red roses in her apartment. Is it you, Max?
Yeah, this me. So
What up,
hey,
Max Boogie?
so yesterday I think it was I
Yeah.
was at I think it was yesterday I was at ZX and she was over there, and it's just so strange that you saying she don't want to meet you. You know she lived literally up the street from me, so
Mm.
it's like 30, yeah, it's like 30 minutes away.
Oh, I
So
didn't know that.
she pretty much was saying like, oh, I can't wait to meet you. We should hook up. We should go chill. It's this, and this is going on, and so it's just weird that she don't want to get out of there because Buffalo's dirty. So so is Rochester, but it's just weird that she didn't want to go there to Vegas
Hmm.
or to
Yeah.
wherever the hell, but you
It was
want to
big.
come to
Yeah. Yeah.
Rochester? I don't know,
Wow.
but I just wanted to
But
let you know that she
Max,
did
but
offer her
Max,
services
but look at
to.
this. Look at this though, Max and Olivia. She was going to meet landlord at this secret destination trip.
Did
But
you
they
ever
said that
find
was a
out what that
lie.
was though? Did
Yeah,
anybody
they
ever
said
She
that
find
was a
still
out?
lie. They said that was a lie, and landlord just
landlord
made the
said it
money
was a
off of her.
lie. Landlord said it was
Well,
a
yeah, he
lie.
did. He
Krista
did.
said they was going to somewhere in Illinois. That's all she just
Oh.
said. Yeah. So either you believe landlord or you believe Krista. Mm. I don't know. So you're saying
Hey,
Max that
K-Fit.
she wanted to meet Grown folks? Is that
Yes.
what you're trying to say?
No,
Wait a
no,
minute,
no,
she
no.
said she was gonna meet grown folks, Max.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is we was over at his page and she
Oh,
pretty
Mm.
much this is when y'all was saying I guess he was talking up under her clothes. I didn't hear him talk up under her clothes. But when we was over there and he let me up on the panel, she was like, "Oh, Max, I like Max." She was like, "Yeah, girl, we gotta link up. We gotta chill. Like we got." So what did she? Because I'm 38 and she's in her 50s. Like no, not saying there's nothing we could do, but what you thought I was gonna just sit in the house? If you not want to walk around for these people, girl, I'll be outside.
right, right. Wow,
But
yeah, yeah, that makes sense though. Yeah,
things
I
just
mean, I
don't add
get where
up
you're
to
coming
me.
from.
Things just don't add up to me. Like I'm paying
So
for
I don't
something,
know.
and and,
Maybe
and, and
she.
I'm not,
Maybe you
and
know
I'm
what you
not.
should do. Maybe you should try to see if she'll cam up and walk for Tracy first.
Well, she said she was gonna do it today, Max, on her own video.
Mhm.
Now, Lemon said she said that on his video as well. But if
Yeah.
you will go to her last video, she said she was gonna stand, walk around her apartment and show people her red roses. That's what she said.
Olivia, Miss Olivia, the only reason why I asked her that was because when I invited her to me and Tracy like linking up, she was like, no, she's like instantly turned it down. I'm like, huh? Like if somebody
Mm.
trying to pay for something, and all I gotta do is show up to the airport, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? If I know, I'll if it's dangerous, I can get back home. Um, so she just instantly turned it down. So I'm like, something's not right. Now, this is like the third time me trying to see her in person. She hasn't walked for me. And I did not tell this woman to walk for YouTube. I want to be very clear. Go back to my live. I'll give you the timestamp. You can play it. I said, I'm going to put my banner up and you just show me you can walk and I will tell the audience because we had like 700 people plus watching. I said, do you sure you want to do this? Because I'm like, you don't have to do this for YouTube. So I'm not telling her to walk for YouTube. I said, walk for me. Just show me.
Mhm.
And I think it's so crazy that we're having a conversation on walking.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
because you
too.
never
Because
offered
my
me a
thing
thousand
is,
dollars.
why
All
are
the
you
walking I
so?
done did.
I'm sorry, Max. Go ahead.
I said he ain't never offered none of us or me $1,000. All the walking we done did. The hell.
Okay, girl,
No,
girl,
it's like
girl.
we know y'all can walk. Her thing has been in question. Like last time she did cam up for Tracy, she was sitting on the couch and she was moving her camera side to side and her feet was dangling. I know she got legs.
Yo, y'all
Do
was
they
bugged out. I'm
do they
about to get
work?
down, Miss O, and listen in the chat.
Okay, thank you, Max.
Super
But
man.
okay, let me pivot a little bit. Okay, since you up
Okay.
and welcome to the channel, by the way, because you never been over here before.
I have. I've been. This is my second time over here.
Oh, really? You
Hmm.
didn't hit my link before?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How long ago?
Shit, maybe like almost less. I would say almost a year ago. It's been a
Oh,
minute. That's
wow.
it was. I randomly came up here. It was like a drive by. I wasn't super here long. It was other people on
Oh,
the panel too. It was kind of
okay.
like when you was doing your little panel. Where, you had people up on the panel, like you was
Yeah,
doing your
sometimes I
Thunderdome.
have a lot of people up. That's why I probably yeah, it was one of them probably. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Because when
Hmm.
it's a lot of people, I can't hardly. It's a lot, right? So
Yeah.
anyway, let me pivot a little bit, right? So,
Hmm.
what do you think? What do you feel about what is that lady? Sharika Chicago's husband blaming allegedly blaming you for the lady starting to drink again. Because I had said earlier that we
Um.
are all adults and you did not like reach through the screen and pour the liquor down her throat. So what do you think about him saying that?
So I do got to have a conversation with him. Thank you for reminding me because he did reach out to me. Um. I think it's unfortunate that people are trying to say it's because of me. Like, because when I did my show yesterday, Mr. West, I don't know if you know who that is. You might not know Mr. West.
He tried to
Um,
say something to me on Christmas panel, so yeah.
okay, him. He was like, "Lemon, it's your fault because you encourage drinking." I said, "People smoke cigarettes on here. People smoke blunts. People do this. Do that make you do it?" So I asked him the question. Me drinking, did it make you drink? He said
No.
no. Okay, I rest my case, Your Honor. So
Yeah.
it's like, like Olivia, if you watch my show, maybe you don't, maybe you don't. If you see me drink, or you're like, Lemmy, he be drunk all the time. But does that make you drink because I
No,
drink?
no.
That's
That's
what I'm
why I
saying.
said that we are all adults
Yeah.
and we are all accountable for what we do. So that part right there, when it comes to you, now I don't agree with you a lot, but I never agree with you, but I don't agree. with people saying that it is your fault that that lady started drinking again, because we are all
No,
adults and you have to take accountability for what you do. So no, I don't agree with that man if
but
he's
Miss
thinking
Olivia,
that, or whoever else.
she only drank with me one time on
But that
Discord.
was
She had
still her choice, though. It was
right,
her
right, but
choice.
she had a wine cooler. She said, "Lemon, I went to the store. I was grocery shopping. I got me a little 4 pack. I think you know like the Jamaican Me Happies, like the little Ben and Jerry's, like they're like 4.5%, like them little like a 4 pack, like a little
Mm,
one
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Every I any other time I was like, oh, okay, you gonna have a
yeah.
wine cooler? I didn't know because I had ended my show when I went to Discord because I do Discord
Mm,
after my show. So
mm,
she just happened to say I'm finna pop a wine cooler and have a drink with you. One
mm.
time that I can attest to.
But it's still her
One
choice.
time.
It don't matter if it was one time or 100. It is her choice at the
Yeah.
end of the day. So no, I do not blame you for that. We are all adults. We are not children.
But I
Nobody is radicalizing anybody online to drink alcohol because of what you do. Okay, so no, that's just me logically thinking about the situation, not being petty or nothing, right?
Yeah, and Jay
So,
Dunn pretty much ended YouTube cameras because she kept saying, "Stop talking about this." She's like, "How do you feel? You got a body?" And I'm like, "What do you mean I got a
well,
body
I
on me?"
mean, honestly,
And
can we take Jay Dunn seriously? Like, and YouTube
no,
camera should have dropped her off her panel because she was bucking Jay Dunn. That's what she was bucking. YouTube cameras is what she was doing.
hmm
She was testing her limits. That's like a petulant child. That's what she was doing.
I agree.
Honestly, that's what was going on. And I would have cussed her ass out and dropped her off my damn panel, and we would have moved it right along. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
So anyway, I guess
And
the
Jay Dunn
last
does
thing.
that. Okay, go
Mhm.
ahead.
Yeah, she does do that. I agree. You
Cause
know,
have you ever been to Jay Dunn channel?
no, absolutely not.
Oh, cause she run a very tight ship over there, and I feel like if you go to Jay Dunn land, if you ever hit her panel, you can't overtalk. She can cut you off. It's very strict. It's almost like you're in detention to an
Mm,
extent. But when she got other people's channel, she run a fucking muck.
yeah, yeah, I do.
And then she
I do
wonder why
believe
people
that.
don't like her. I'm like, Jay Dunn, we can't even do that shit on your channel, but you come to our channels, you're mad disrespectful.
Yeah,
Like
because you're a
it's like this
retarded,
self
stupid ass
entitlement. Like
bitch. So yeah,
I can't wait
yeah,
to drag
I
her later.
don't. Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna drag the fuck out
I
of her
feel
later.
that.
But what was your last question? Because I do want
So
to
my
talk to the husband.
okay, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. If that goes down, yeah, I'll try to. Is it gonna happen today?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be trying to look out for it because it'll be very interesting his conversation. And maybe if she is actually gone, maybe it's a grief, just a grief process, and maybe it's a money grab. I am skeptical of people. You know, when they say other people come over here and they are passed away.
Mm.
Like I said earlier, maybe I'm jaded. When it comes to YouTube, but I have seen people actually fake their death on YouTube as a way as a means of a money grab. So
Like the
time
Mona
will
Simone
tell.
situation.
Mona Simone, Sansa Ray. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
I think Mona Simone got her inspiration from Sansa Ray. Sansa Ray went so far as to have somebody draw up a, like those obituaries and those T-shirts people been making of people that died, and they put the wings on the back and a rest in peace and all of that.
Yeah.
She was doing all that on her channel,
That's
only to
sick.
come back a month later alive and well and kicking. Okay, so
Yeah. So I think once I really had a conversation with him, I could really kind of. Because to me, I had just found out about it. Like early in the morning, I was at Binaries, and then I did a show. I think like because I don't even do morning shows, but I did a show because I just wanted to get this off. I don't like talking about death. Like that's just something that's like my
yeah, I don't either.
kryptonite.
Yeah, new
It's
black
just
people
like
do that shit.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like
but
it.
yeah,
I come to the
I don't
internet to
either.
have fun, talk my shit. We can cuss, we can
And you
fight, but
do talk a
I
lot of
don't.
shit. Yes, you do. Yes,
But
you do.
I don't like death. I don't play with death. I don't like
Yeah, I
that.
don't
I
either.
really don't.
Mm-mm,
I don't. It just put me in a
mm-mm.
weird place.
Black people used to not play with death in general
Yeah,
because we too close to it at all times. Okay,
right.
because we live under the system of white supremacy racism. But anyway, this is a story for other days. I'm gonna have to get back to that in a minute. But this is the last thing I want to ask you, Lemon. Right?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
before you answer, think about it. Right
Okay.
now, this is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, you are a he-man black woman hater. So my question to you is, why do you have so much animosity towards black women?
I don't.
Okay.
it can be perceived that way. But if you really like follow, because you like you can come into my live, you could be in the middle, you can hear me yelling. I treat the men the same way,
Okay.
if not worse.
All right.
I try to be very level headed with people. I'm not always just cussing out black women. No, I cuss out more of the time the men.
Okay.
Y'all only see certain portions of it, so it look like, oh, he's talking down on Krista. Like Krista said some fucked up things to
Not
me and
just
my family
Krista. Yeah,
too. No, not Krista, but
like I
other
said, y'all
women as
got a
well.
string. When it
Uh,
come to you and Krista, it's just real.
It
It
works
just,
though. I know, you know, like
yeah,
one of them things that like it's like this
yeah,
don't make sense to me, but
yeah,
like when we're on the panel, like we just got a chemistry. I think our
yeah,
chemistry kind of it matches.
yeah.
But
You
as
know
far as
what you?
like,
Well, hold on, wait a minute. Since you
mhm,
said that, you
mhm,
gave her an ultimatum, right?
yeah,
Walk or don't ever come back.
mhm.
So, are you going to stick to that ultimatum if she doesn't walk? Will you still invite her back? What's up with that?
I I I'm gonna say I won't bring her back because I didn't tell her to walk for America or YouTube.
Mm,
I told her to walk
hmm.
for me, and she made it bigger by saying, "Oh, I'll walk for you guys tomorrow."
Right,
I
she
just
did.
think
Yes,
having
yes.
a conversation about walking is so silly.
Hmm. It
Because
really is.
it's like if you think about it, it's like walk. So Talent hit the panel. I did it. Sassy did it. We just showed you how simple it is. It could have been
Hmm.
dead it. And I feel like she made this bigger, and I feel like she did that because she's gonna try to find a way to be pissed off with me so she don't walk.
Oh wow, self sabotage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
I'm
feel
gonna.
like you self? Do you feel like you self sabotage limitation?
Yeah,
Oh, well, thanks for being honest. Thank you, because I do too. Absolutely.
yeah.
Hmm.
I do.
But I felt like it. But let me
It
ask you this,
wasn't.
because
It
see, I
wasn't
don't know the
planned.
origin story behind this. I
Okay.
really don't.
Okay.
What made you go off on Lady Nika? Was it because of the Halloween costume party, or
No,
what was it?
no. For me, I feel like I'm very supportive of her. I'm very protective over Lady Nika. When there's troll pages in my chat, I'm like, get it out here. I even fell out with Rodney, but he cried about everything. I don't give a fuck about him.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so I blocked the troll page that it was like something with Lady Nika name. It was disparaging. I said, get that troll page up out of here. You know, I show respect. When she wanted a DD pack, give it to
Mm-hmm.
her. I did the Halloween show and I
Hmm.
winged it. I had less than a week. I got the right
Hmm.
judges, had a good
Hmm.
turnout, donated a lot of money for it, even sent her money.
Hmm.
Still
I didn't
continuously
know
sent.
that.
Yes, I sent her a cash app for the Halloween competition as well, even though she wasn't there, but she was grieving, and I was trying to do it in honor of her. I feel
Hmm.
like I show way more respect, and she's sharing out because she forgot I'm a member.
Hmm.
So, oh, I was a member. I canceled my membership.
Hmm.
Um, she's sharing out things about somebody talking disparagingly about me, and I'm like, if
Jackie and
I would
Ra.
have, right, if I would have did the same thing towards her with somebody dragging her, they'd be like, Lemon, why you do that to your mom? Why you sharing out this video and they're talking bad about her? You know what I mean? Like it's
Hmm.
like a double standard, and I feel
Hmm.
like to just for my mental, I'm just gonna let's just you be over there. I'm cool.
Okay.
I ain't no beef, but it's just like I ain't with the fake shit. And I was finna
Okay.
do this Halloween competition for the second time, and I
Hmm.
wanted to co-host it with her. Find
Hmm.
some amazing judges. I was just promoting this shit like 2 days ago,
Hmm.
and it
So are
just
you
it's
not doing it
unfortunate.
now? Has it
No,
changed?
no, I don't.
Okay.
Give it back. Give it to somebody else.
Okay.
I'll save
Okay.
my money. I'll keep it in my pocket.
Okay. I respect that. I respect that.
You
Well,
can't treat me.
this
You
is the
can't treat me
last
like that.
question. What do you feel? I'm sorry.
Go
What do
ahead.
you feel about binary codes 3-part issue concerning you dissecting what he feels is your issue, is your trauma, should I say?
Binary.
Hmm.
I didn't hear it. Did
Oh, okay.
today?
Well,
Few
he's been
minutes
doing
ago.
it for 3 days. Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird because like binary, he feel like he's the smartest person in the room.
Hmm.
And I play whatever role you. If you say Lemon, you're just this and that, I'll play that. Lemon, you're the
Hmm.
evil guy. I'm gonna play that role. Theater is my hobby. I love theater, and I play
Okay.
whatever character you want me to be. If you think I'm a dumbass nigga, I'm gonna be a dumbass nigga for you. I'll show you that. Give me a
Okay.
little liquor, spin me around in a circle. I'll give
Give
you
you a lot
exactly
of
what you
liquor,
want.
honey. Give you a lot of liquor. My
But
God, today,
I do
but you
want to I
know,
do want to cut down on that. I do want to cut down
I
on
hope you
that.
do because you're 35 years old, and I'm
Hmm.
keeping it a buck right now.
Yeah,
You are destroying your liver,
yeah,
like for real, and other things can happen. And black men are prone to die from heart attack and stroke and things of that nature at a young age. And
yeah.
if you treat your body so roughly like you treating it now, it's only going to get worse. And you need to be, if you haven't gone to a doctor, I would hope that you will eventually go to a doctor and see if you have high blood pressure or not, because
Oh,
it
I look.
really is a silent killer.
I just went to the doctor last week. Like, I don't think
Hmm.
people understand. Like, because I don't talk about it. Like, I just come here and I just show y'all one side of me. And
Hmm.
I think a lot of people are often confused about like why people like me, because like when
Yeah, I'm
I'm not
confused. Yeah,
online,
yeah, yeah.
it's because I'm really cool. I'm like level headed. I'm not on the stage. I'm like I'm a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay. Yeah.
offline, like Discord. Like they really get to know me. Like, and I'm
Hmm.
cool. I'm chill. You know, they be scratching. I be like, okay, maybe I'm not the crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, online is one person. I think offline, people really get to like vibe with me, and they're like, oh, Lemon is actually cool. He's not like just
Okay.
drunken bumpkin.
Okay. Well, thank you
So
for
it's just a
coming
good
over
thing.
here and having an adult conversation with me, of all people, because I'm highly critical of Lemon,
I
right?
know, but that's okay. You're entitled to that.
Right, right, right. And but yeah, like I said, yeah, I enjoyed the conversation, but I am I can't wait to see if Krista gonna walk or not. I know it's petty, but
Uh,
I want to see it too.
okay, so it's gonna be well for me. It's 10:44. I'm going live at 3 o'clock California
Okay,
time. So it's
so this
not
may
that
be
many
about
more.
6 or 7 o'clock my time, maybe.
But she said she was gonna do it on her channel, so I
She
just don't
did.
know. I don't know when
Yeah.
she's gonna do it. I can't tell you.
She
I'll be on the
did. She
lookout.
said she
I'll be
was
on the lookout.
sleepy. Uh, so I'm assuming she gonna do it when she wake up or whatever.
Hmm.
But we're
Hmm.
gonna see if there's a follow through, right? And if there's not a follow through, I will be interested in see your reaction. Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of like it's like knowing something and you're ready for it. It's like I already know it's not
Mm.
gonna happen.
I know, right? I'm like, oh my God, Krista. I don't think it's gonna happen. I ain't psychic, but I don't
I'm
think
already
it's gonna
ready.
happen.
But I think what I'm gonna try to do, Miss Olivia, is because if you already know something, then why be upset about it? So I'm gonna try
Hmm.
to handle it with
Yeah.
grace and be like, okay, I already knew what's gonna happen.
Mm,
So
mm,
I don't know.
mm.
But then again, give me a little shot or two, and I might change my opinion.
Okay. All right.
But
Well, I
thank you
hope
for
that you
having
will
me.
consider, but you don't even sound drunk or nothing right now.
No,
And you had
no, I
a
just had a
very,
coffee.
yeah, it's cool. And you had a very decent conversation
Yeah,
without having to be inebriated. And I
hmm,
think that that's something that you should grow on. Okay.
yeah.
Because I really appreciate the adult conversation that we just had. I respect that. So thank you.
Thank you for having me. Yeah,
All
I try to
right.
show different sides. I don't try to just be a drunken bunkin all the time.
Yeah.
Like because even when I went to grown folks, he said, "Lemon can have an adult I can, but when you tell me what I can't do, then I'm going to do it." So it's like
Hmm.
I'm hard headed. I'm like the bad child. But I went to his
Okay.
channel. He was cool, but I appreciate you having me, and we're looking forward
Okay.
to seeing if Crystal walk.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to
Sorry for
stay
interrupting your
tuned.
show.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for hitting the link. Actually, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye bye. Well, y'all, we just had a very adult conversation with Lemon. Redvine said, Krista, don't do it. Max said, yeah, I love this for y'all. Hey, Love Chaos, how you doing? So, yeah, Lemon just hit the link. Had an adult conversation, no back and forth. I liked that version of Lemon, what he just presented on my channel, because we are all adults over here. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, I can deal with the adult conversation side, the non inebriated side. So that was cool to see. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Now I ain't gonna lie, the petty part of me is wanting to see if Crystal gonna walk or not, because she said on her channel that she was gonna walk. So we're gonna have to wait and see. And so if she don't walk, We're gonna have to see if Lemon is going to banish her from his channel. I really don't think so because they do have this weird toxic symbiotic relationship. They do work well together in a toxic way. You know what I mean? And people love to hate both of them. Okay, it's just how it is. It's content, right? But whether she walks or not, well, she said she was gonna walk Cosmic Girl on her channel. She said she was gonna walk around in her apartment and show people her red roses. That's what she said on her video. It's her last video. You can go listen to it, Cosmic Girl. Uh, yourself, because I was like, wow. Okay, now Lemon said she said it on his channel too, but I heard her say it on her channel out of her mouth. Okay, so Krista, if you lying to the people, they're gonna hold you accountable. That's all I'm saying. Okay, they're gonna drag your butt because you said it on your channel amongst your own people. That makes a difference. Okay. He believed like he did behave like he had some sense, Red Vines, and I appreciate that. I want to see Crystal walk too. Now, me too, love chaos. I mean, she said she was gonna do it. Like the petty part of me is wanting to see it. I ain't gonna lie. But then y'all better leave me alone. Miss Queen said, to be honest, I don't care if she walks, waddles, skips, runs, or fly away. I mean, Miss Queenie, I feel you on that too. But two things can be true at the same time. The petty part of me want to see if she actually gonna do it or not. But I also agree with you. Okay, is she supposed to? I don't know, Cosmic Girl. Krista gonna have her pregnant niece walking around. Child, running out with you a mess. I don't care either way. I so over them too. Leslie, I feel you, girl. Red Vine's laughing. I want to see her. Oh no, see, see, Meg said I want to see her do not moonwalk, child, not moonwalk. Lord, anyway, y'all, let me get out this. My battery's running low. Let me get out this last little part of the what do you call it? The title of the video, right? So, but I appreciate Lemon coming up and having that conversation, like I really do. And like I said, I don't agree with nothing that he do, and he know it. But I appreciate him hitting the link. And we're gonna have to see if Crystal gonna walk or not. It just is what the hell it is. I'm real petty when I'm wanting to see. That's the petty part of me. Yeah, now y'all know I could be messy. Red Vines, you know. Okay? And so, yeah, that's the part that wanting me to see her walk. Okay? Cause baby, she said it out of her own mouth. Anyway, moving right along. Let me lie. There's so much more I want to say about that, and I'm not gonna do it. I am going to reserve the rest of my commentary until tomorrow, because if she does not walk today, like she said she was going to walk, I'm going to have some very petty commentary. Red Vine says, "I know you know how I am, Red Vines." Okay, so that is going to allow me to express to you guys a very petty side of me, which I am always here for. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video. I hope I got at least 50 likes. I'm headed for 100, but you know how it is. But anyway, let me talk about this last part of the video before I get off, right? So, the last part of my title I says is, and it's a question, Black women hate black women. So, yesterday, uh, I was listening to a little bit of Seven Stars on Sir King's channel, right? And Seven Stars said that black women hate black women, especially what she says is pretty black women, right? Now, I have heard women over here say that I hate black women because I say that but we all know that I am black first, I am black woman first, right? I do not, me personally, I don't understand that mentality. Now, women are very catty towards one another, no matter the color, right? And I use the example of like when were in elementary school, like some of the little girls would link up, and you got the ugly little fat girl in the corner, and everybody used to make fun of her and bully her, right? Because there is a pecking order when it comes to women, right? It just is what it is. Like we are all catty towards one another. Oh, we on the road to 100. I got 63 likes. Thank you, Dr. Sobe. I always believe them to being running plays. There's no way a woman her age is really allowing this young man to talk to her like that. Um, talk to her like he do. Now I like Christa. Yeah, you're right, Leslie. But she said on her live last night that she know what she doing. She said she know what she doing, Leslie. Okay, she know what she do. So whatever game she got going on in her head, it is not working. Though it's not coming across the way that she wants it to come across. But she say she know what she doing. So we gonna let her do her. Okay, but we get to comment on it. Okay, it's not like is unusual. People have their preferences. I don't like them because they are the biggest haters. Outside of men, 7 stars. I haven't seen her since her new boo. Well, she was up. She hit the link, and she had been around. She got her life up and going. She's upperly mobile. She's making money. She's being like real healthy and active in her own life. I'm so happy for her. But I hate to think that, and like I said, people have said that I hate black women. I am pro black woman first. I don't hate black women. I don't like the dysfunction, right? I especially don't like the dysfunction that some black women show to the world, right? Because somebody commented under my video yesterday, they called them new black people, right? I am from the old school, clearly. And as far as me, as far as for me and a lot of my friends, we don't function the way that some of these grown black women function online, right? I don't know how they present themselves offline, you know, but take somebody like Christa, right? She grown, she could do what she do, right? I would never present myself that way online or offline, right? Because that is very weak to me. That is masochistic. And what you're not going to do is disrespect me, especially if you are a man. Okay. Now, like I said, women are very catty with one another. Okay, I was raised up with 2 sisters, right? I'm the oldest. All right. I am used to the pecking order, honey. Even though we are grown, we still go at it. It is what it is. We are very catty towards one another. But does that have to equate? Does that have to equal to hate? I hate that. I hate that. If black women are actually hating other black, actually, are you really hating black women or are you hating yourself? That is the question that I have. Are you hating other black women or are you hating yourself? Especially when it comes to something as material as if you pretty or not, like on the outside, like that's very surface level. Maybe that's very Gen X. I don't know, but it's unfortunate. I'm very pro black women, women and ride hard for sisters. I don't have a jealous spirit. Yeah, I don't understand that either. Like I said, women are very catty. I can be very catty, but jealous, absolutely not. For what? See, if you know who you are, you don't have to be jealous of any other body, man or woman, on the planet. If you know who you are, okay. I like 72 Glad she's doing her thing. You want my thank you, Leslie. I'm so proud of Seven. Absolutely. I'm absolutely proud of her. Yes, I am. But you can tell the type of relationship they're used to. Miss Olivia, could you please put several names on it, meaning black women you're mentioning? Yeah, the reason why I said that stomp down is because maybe you didn't hear me, but I heard Seven say that on on Sir King's video yesterday. Now she didn't put a name on it. I don't know. I think she was talking about black women in general. So I'm speaking about black women in general. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I said, I am old school, and there's a whole lot of things that these new black women do that I would never. Okay, hold up. I think this is Seven. Let me put my banner up right here. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong thing. Shoot. Okay. Oh, she's so pretty. Seven. Uh oh, Seven.
Yeah, I'm here.
You want to keep your camera on?
Yeah, you can take it down.
You look so pretty. I love that hair. Oh my god.
Well, thank you.
That hair is pretty, girl. You look so pretty. It fills out your face.
I appreciate that.
Girl.
Okay, so we was just talking about what I said yesterday on Sir King's, right?
Yes, yes,
Black women
yes.
hate black women.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I could derive that from my own experience. I mean,
Okay.
look at me. I was on YouTube. All
Mhm.
I wanted to do was separate myself from
Mhm.
another content creator. What did this content creator do? She started coming out talking about how I was doing this behind the scenes. None of this was true. Okay.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
proceeded to dox my family,
Yes.
unearth secrets that motherfuckers in my real life didn't even know. Excuse me for
Yes.
cussing. And she thought all that was fun for shits and giggles. And it's
Mm.
because of what? She didn't know me from a can of paint. So tell me, what was it? Was
Yeah.
she hating?
No,
She,
that's demonic activity. That is not. Let me tell you something. Hate is the wrong word for that right there. That thing right there. That is a demonic entity. That is a chaos demon. That is from a lineage of evil, and that is what I think about that situation. So is that why you say that black women hate black women? Is that what made you that come that is that how you came to that conclusion?
I mean, listen, I hate to do this to you, but you was a part of it too. A
Yeah,
little.
I was cheering her on because I was mad at you at the time, and I would never ever be able to say how sorry I am for feeding into that nonsense. But
Yeah.
I absolutely don't condone that type of behavior. That was real petty of me back then. But we live, we learn, we grow, and that was absolutely unnecessary. I don't condone that.
I'm not exempt to this. You know, I don't, for me, it's never been like a hate situation. I remember I was in high school, right?
Mhm.
We were in the locker rooms and we were getting ready. I was a little bit thicker. I think I was like in high school, I was easily like 100 and I don't know, 80 pounds. And
Mhm.
most of the girls were like 120 pounds, 30 pounds. So I remember I was looking at this girl, she was getting dressed, and I didn't realize I was looking at her, but I guess I was. So then this whole rumor was going around that I was gay, right?
Oh Lord. Mhm.
Yes. So I approached the girl and I said, listen, I don't want you to think I'm into you. I said, when I was looking at you, I was thinking, wow, I really wish my body looked like yours. And
Mhm.
she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's one of those things where different perceptions, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Different perceptions. People, in my opinion, I mean, look at what Kelly Price just came out and said.
Yes. Yeah, she said black women was real hateful and all of this here and all. Yeah, yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
And they are, and maybe it's not that they're hateful. Maybe
Mm.
there's just a level of immaturity to a lot of
I
it.
can agree with that. Absolutely.
Okay, but it
Absolutely.
comes off very mean spirited. They was talking about this
Yes.
woman wearing tennis shoes and she's up there trying to sing, and I guess in their minds it was just, oh, I'm just trying to have fun, blah blah blah, I'm just engaging in the comment section. But she really took that to heart, and
Yeah.
she like, it's almost like she just had like this outburst, like, y'all are the worst. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
People feel this way about y'all, and it's not just black men. A lot of black women feel the same. Do you know how many black women do not want to work underneath another black woman in the workplace?
Yeah.
I mean, let's really talk about it.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
They want to work under white
I've
women. They want to work
encountered that.
under Hispanics,
Yeah.
Asians. They do not want to work underneath another black woman because they feel
Yeah.
like that's when a lot of attitude is going to come in, a lot of sass, a lot of
Competition.
yeah, just
Mhm.
tit for tat. Like, people don't have
Yeah.
time for that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So what I said wasn't a completely like far fetched concept. This is how
Yeah.
a
No, I
lot of
understand
black
where you
women
was
feel.
coming from. Wait a minute, Seven. I
Yeah.
understood where you was coming from, but I wanted to highlight it. And it ain't even the first time that I heard it, like you said. But and it's been said about me, especially online over here when I'm doing my commentary against women. It's not that I hate black women. I hate some of the dysfunction that is displayed online, right? Because, like I said, I am old school and I come from a different generation. And so when it comes to my generation, black women had a certain level of dignity and self-respect, right? So what I see online now, I realize it's online, but it still is for the world to see. and you got black women being attacked from other black women, like you said, of course, but then and the he-man black woman haters. But the most dangerous thing going on around right now for black women is because they are being attacked by white nationalism, and that is very serious. So
It is very
to have
serious. Yeah,
huh
it's called that Negro wake up call. See,
yeah
they really thought, I mean, let's get into it. They really thought, a lot of the hostility would be geared towards, the black men who are really in here
yeah
trying to take all of your non-black women. But
yeah
no, they're coming at them too, because a lot of people just feel like, black women just
They feel
are
like black
difficult.
women are stronger.
They
When it
feel
comes
like,
to white nationalism, they are not afraid of black men. They feel like they have emasculated the black man to the point to where they really objectified him and put him in a box.
well,
They
they've
see him as a
conformed.
sexual deviant
Yeah.
and as a some kind of man that can't lead his own community. See, white male patriarchy leads his own community. Asian patriarchy leads his own community. Every other patriarchal society, the man, of course, leads their own community. In the black community, however, it is the black woman that can galvanize her own community, not the black man. So that's why they are more afraid or intimidated by the black woman as opposed to the black man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was looking at a comment. She was Cosmic Girl was saying most black women don't hate black men. Hate comes in a lot of different forms. As a matter of fact, a lot of the hate that y'all experience comes to you in the form of a smile, comes to you in the form of a friendship. Meanwhile,
Absolutely.
people sleeping with your man behind your back, trying to steal your happiness. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, it's never gonna just come out as straight hate. It's never gonna do that.
Yeah. Right.
A
It
lot.
masks itself. You sleeping with the enemy, you don't
You
even
feel me?
realize it. Yeah. I feel you. I understand it. You're absolutely right about that. I get it.
But
And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that some black men hate black women or perceive they have so much animosity towards black women, but some of that is ancestral. Some of that is
yeah,
because they feel like the black woman has always had an easier ride than them, when that is not true, because it is black woman in slavery. She used her body to shield black
to
men,
shield black men. Do you hear
so
what I'm
she
saying?
subjected herself to being raped,
Oh
okay, and
my
all
God,
types of
you're
things.
gonna get me started, because that's what I try to explain, especially to my dude, like, because I've heard some red pill talking points from this Negro, and I'm like, look, you talking to you low key talking to the OG fucking feminist over here,
Yeah,
okay, and I'm talking
yeah,
about that mindset,
yeah,
because the reality is we kept y'all dumb, and we kept y'all strong and
yeah,
dumb on purpose.
yeah,
And
on
that
purpose.
dates back to slavery.
Yeah, absolutely. Ancestral. So we know that there is ancestral trauma, right? We know that there's trauma from slavery, right? Encoded. It was so bad, child slavery was so bad and so traumatic that it has affected us generation after generation after generation. Today it is manifesting itself in a very bad way. Because some black men don't even understand why they have this natural animosity towards black women.
Right.
They don't even understand it.
Somebody in the comments said, "Well, this is a true story. This black woman I work with always saying she don't fool with black women because they jealous of her. I don't get it though, because she not nice looking at all." But
Well, but
sometimes
see, that's I'm sorry, Sam, but that's her really not liking herself. So
that's not
you have to
true.
take something like that
That
with a
is
grain of
not
salt.
true. Energy, people can feel energy. I'm
Right.
trying to tell you. And if
Yeah.
I walk in a room and everybody's snickering, or if there's tissue stuck to my shoe, and rather than somebody pulling me to a side and telling me what's
Yeah.
going on, they want to. The people can feel energy, is what
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, black women have this mean girl energy to them,
Yes. Yes, we do.
especially when they click up. See, when you catch
Yes.
them alone, that energy's never the same. It's,
Yeah.
oh, hey, how you doing? Blah 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 blah. But when they get clicked up, especially
Yeah.
when there's a head be in charge,
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's running after her. It's very
Yeah,
tribalistic.
well, that's true. That's true. Now I mentioned that earlier about I used the example of when little girls used to play on the playground in elementary school. There's a hierarchy, right? You
Right.
have the mean girls, you have the popular girls, and then you have the little girls on the sideline that nobody wants to play with or fool with, right? That is called the pecking order. And we take and because we are catty towards one another, we take that into adulthood, right? And it's really unfortunate because it makes some women, some black women, feel anger towards other black women. It makes the black women that are quote unquote ahead of the pecking order feel that these black women that are not even in the pecking order, it makes them feel some sense of superiority over them. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I believe, Seven, that you have to know who you are, right? So
Yeah.
I have dealt with this all my life. When I walk in a room, um, pretty much because I could have been slightly considered a mean girl because I am very, very strong willed, and that is because of my father, right? So my father taught me to always command a room. Like my daddy was a girl dad, right? So some of the things that he taught me was to never lower my head to anybody. I always look people straight in the eye. Always express yourself. Never bow down to anybody. He taught me that there is a way in which to do everything, in which you can come out on top if you plan strategically. And a lot of people don't have that, right? And so that could be very intimidating for some people. Like, take somebody like you, right? You are a very commanding person simply because you have a voice. Now, you are very pretty, but I don't think it's necessarily they don't. Some of them might not like you because you're pretty, but for the most part, that energy that you're talking about, baby, it's not because you're pretty. It's because you command that type of authority,
My
right?
whole thing
And
is,
so when you wait a minute, and when you realize who you are and the strength that you have, more people will be um some people will be intimidated, but some people will be looking to, well, if let me see how she moving, right? So maybe I can learn to move this way, right? Maybe I could command this type of authority, right? Our women, for whatever reason, it could be, we got a lot of abuse in the community, right? Not amongst other women, but because a lot of people have childhood trauma and other types of trauma, and for that reason, some women don't move the way stronger women do, right? And so you have to, take all that into consideration. But in the moment, you thinking this bitch don't like me because I'm pretty. Right? So that's just how I see it.
I feel like personally, why a lot of people don't like me. I've never led with, oh, it's because I'm pretty. I think it's because
Mm-hmm.
I'm naturally a loner, and
Mm.
I can survive with you, or I can survive. It's easier to survive without you, okay? Because
Yeah.
I don't have people pulling from my energy, and
Yeah.
it's that type of confidence in
Yes.
yourself
Yes.
that can piss people off.
I agree.
Because,
Because see, I am a very solitary creature as well. So I get where you're coming from. We got that in
but
common.
wait a minute, Olivia, do y'all remember when I took that trip to Vegas and I went by myself?
Mm-hmm.
And how many people were talking shit about me. Oh my
Okay.
God,
Yeah.
she has no friends. She went to Vegas by herself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, like, I don't need a clique of people to head down to Vegas. And then when we see people actually go to Vegas and it's a whole bunch of people, it's very messy. It's
Mm-hmm.
very, very messy. We got people who then stole away and went to Vegas and then got into it with the people that they were supposed to hang out with. So now they talking about they don't want to come outside because they don't have anyone to hang out with. That couldn't have been me. I was outside having a good time, having fun,
Right.
actually enjoying myself. But
Yeah.
because I went by myself, because I'm comfortable like that, oh no, it's got to be me. I have issues. You know what I mean? So I was just
Right.
like, wow. But this whole the way these women act, especially when they're trying to get you out of the way, is
Mm-hmm.
very telling. Okay,
Well, I
very
mean, like I
telling.
said, for some women, yes, unfortunately, but you have to know who you are.
And
You
then,
know,
and then let me just say this: you tell me it's not a jealousy issue, but you
Mhm.
come on here and you talk mess about me, okay? You try
Mhm.
to clown me, and then you're on your channel repeating all the things that I say,
Yeah.
all
But
the
it's
things
very
that make
common
sense
around
that
here.
come from
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So tell me that's not jealousy. When I'm sitting up here and I'm telling you one thing, and
Mhm.
oh, they're trying to down me about one thing, like that Korean skincare situation. You're trying to down me about it, and then we go on your wish list and we find a whole bunch of Korean skincare on your goddamn wish list. Just admit that
What?
I put y'all
Well, tell
hoes
me.
on.
Wait a minute,
Just
Seven
admit
Son.
that I put y'all hoes on to the
What
majority of the
Korean?
stuff that
Can you
y'all
tell
didn't
me what the
have access
Korean
to.
baby?
Just
Can you
admit
tell
it.
me what the Korean skincare is? I missed
Girl, it
that.
don't even matter because guess what? I'm on to some new shit.
Okay.
While y'all still hanging on to that now, I'm on to some new shit. But that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Instead of just realizing, okay, that's big sister seven right there. No,
Yeah.
y'all come out and y'all try to hate on me. And y'all
Mm.
been trying to hate on me. Instead of
Mm.
just being like, damn, can you put me up on game? You got
Mm.
bitches out here still dressing like immigrants talking about what I wear.
Mm.
Come on now. We're
But
not gonna do that. I'm not
okay.
gonna say no names over here because nobody matters. But the point is, if that ain't hate, if all this is happening to me and now it's well, I don't think it's hate. I think you hate yourself. I hate myself. What?
Oh no,
This is
I
all
don't think
energy
you hate
that's coming
yourself.
from me.
I don't. I don't think
Yeah.
you hate yourself. I hope that ain't what you was getting out of what I said. No, ma'am, I don't think you hate yourself. I was saying, every if the shoe don't fit, don't put it on. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
just saying for some women, that could be the reason why. But I'm not saying that about you.
No,
Don't
no, no,
take it the
no, no.
wrong way.
Let me say this, Olivia, and I don't think you were saying that. But the point I'm
Mhm.
trying to say is when it comes to black women, and
Mhm.
when I say black women hate other black women, the point
Mhm.
I'm trying to make is black women want to see other black women submit to them. They
I
want to
think that.
beat other black women into the point of submission, and
Mhm.
they want to humble you. And when they realize they cannot do that, they grow
Mhm.
very frustrated. And
Mhm.
they become obsessed with you. That is what has
Mhm.
happened to me with multiple content creators up
Well,
in here.
online is a different beast. You know what I mean? Now let me read this. Lady Wilson down said, "I hope she isn't basing her thoughts around a space that's meant for drama." You know what I mean? And I think, and she just said online,
Absolutely
Lady Wilson
not.
down.
Absolutely not. Let me tell you a story about something that happened at work. Okay, when I tell
Mhm.
you I get along with them, let's a lot of people at my job. When I tell you
Mhm.
I get along with the majority, and I want to say 95% of the people I work with on
Mhm.
some professional type shit, I get along with them. You
Mhm.
want to know who? Matter of fact, I'll say 98%. There are two bitches there that
Mhm.
I can't stand and they can't stand me. Guess what
Mhm.
color they are?
Probably black.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Out of
I
all
hate
the
that.
whites, the Russians, the Asians, okay, the
Mhm.
Hispanics,
Mhm.
who are very helpful at work, by the way,
Mhm.
out of all and all the miscellaneous people, the
Mhm.
green people, the blue people, there are two people there who give me the evil eye, and it's the black bitch and her flunky. So
Mhm.
no, I'm not basing this off of a space that I deal with just for
Mhm.
drama. This is life.
Mhm. Mhm.
If you don't, and you got to also consider if nobody's hating on you, then who are you hating on? Black
Mhm. Mhm.
woman, okay?
Mhm.
Oh, nobody's hating on me. Oh, we all get along. Sounds like you're the problem.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Mhm.
that's all I wanted to say. Look,
Well,
I'm
I
always
appreciate you
starting
coming
with
up here to explain, to have the conversation, because that really struck a chord in me,
yeah,
because especially in this day and age, when there are other factions that are more detrimental to black women than black women.
yeah,
That is why I wanted to have the conversation, because I need for black women to realize that, hey, whereas you might be very catty towards one another, you may feel jealous or envious or covet or whatever it is that you think is seven they doing to you. There is a whole system out to get you right now, because of your strength, and it don't have nothing to do with your beauty, honey. It
Man,
got to do with
let's
your
talk about
strength, and it
that.
has your ability, and it is because you have the ability to mobilize. And that is why I use the example of Stacey Abrams, because a lot of people might not see her as beautiful, but a lot of people respect the fact that she mobilized a whole state. She flipped a whole state from Republican to Democrat. And that is scary, scary, scary to white nationalists. And it's very scary when it comes to the system. And that's why I want to have the conversation.
Yeah, and I mean, to your own point, if there is a system out here that's trying to get us, don't you think at this point we should mobilize?
Absolutely.
Okay. Why is
Absolutely.
that's not happening?
Absolutely. Not yet. But see, here's the thing. It's a lot of people, when it comes to black people, we've got so much stuff coming out, and I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about men and women, our melanated people, people of color. You always have so many things coming at you at one time to where you don't even know where to begin. But that is by design, if you think about it. But at the end of the day, there is coming a time. There are even people online trying to, upset with black people because they won't engage. Upset with black people because they don't want to get out and march for somebody else's cause anymore. They
Yeah,
don't want to get out and march when it comes to the xenophobic races that have been unleashed in this country. They don't even want to get out and march about that. And the reason why I believe that is why black people don't want to do that anymore, because we finally realize that that doesn't work. And like you said, people are starting to realize that they have to mobilize. And it may not seem like they're doing it, but I think in small pockets in this country, people are doing that. But those are the people that we never see online talking about it and acting like we don't care. Like over here in the beef sector, a lot of people, and I love it too. I be in the politics, over there, listening to the Anglo, listen to what's going on in the world. I come over here and get a breather, right? But at some point in time, I have to keep it a buck because
yeah.
I don't want us to always go into a state of escapism, right? Because when it comes to the beef sector and when we dogging out each other and doing plays and whatnot and all of this and all that, that is a form of escapism. They want to keep that is a form of keeping you sleep, right? And so, in order for you to mobilize, you have to wake all the way up because the most dangerous thing to a white nationalist is not your body. It's not you physically revolting against them. It is your mentality. Because when you become all the way woke, you can wake up other people, and that is how you mobilize. That is how you garner your power through your mind, not your body. And so I think that is why they are so worried about black women. That's
So
just how I
look,
feel about it.
you was over there sneaking in them white people's clouds, listening.
Oh, girl, yeah, I'll be all over there. All over there. Because if you want to find out what's going on in this country, you
Go,
can't be
yeah.
in the black sections. You got to be over there with the crafty crackers to find out. Okay, that's it. That's what I believe.
All right, so look,
It's,
I have one grievance with you.
okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
why didn't you keep that same energy with women?
Oh, today,
Yeah,
because I wanted to have a. He hit my link. Now he said he hit my link before. I don't remember because he
mhm.
said it was a whole lot of people on the panel, and I kind of clock out when it's a whole lot of people. But one on one, I really want to have a decent conversation, an adult conversation with him. Because if he would have came over here with that bitch energy, then he would have just got dropped off the link. And because he didn't act that way, I was able to have a conversation with him and ask him a couple of questions because I have never engaged with him, and so I wasn't trying to argue with him. I really want to know, what he thought was, what he felt, about a couple of things that I asked him. So that's why I didn't give him that energy. Absolutely not.
I
And
just
I
don't.
don't. And then when people, and then some people are comfortable. See, seven. A lot of people are not comfortable with a conversation that where you're not hollering and screaming back and forth. That's that trauma. You can be comfortable in that trauma, right? Some people are very uncomfortable when you want to have a actual conversation with them without arguing. That is
So
uncomfortable for a lot of people.
Lady Whistle down says Olivia knows how to play with stupid people to get what she wants. But what does she get? Because
Well,
what I really wanted to know, I listen, if we're gonna talk about Christa walking,
mm-hmm.
Chris Olivia, you are not no idiot by any means.
No, absolutely not.
Very intelligent, you're very intuitive. You and I both know that the reason that woman doesn't want to walk is because there's an issue.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But seriously, here it was my issue. The reason why I asked about it is because, see, she feeding into it to the point to where she's backing herself into a corner, Seven, right? Because she got, I don't know if you saw her video, you probably didn't, but she did a video herself early this morning. Now, when I woke up, I watched it because clearly she didn't appreciate Lemon giving her an ultimatum once again, to get up and walk. He said it can be behind the camera. He'll put up a filter or whatever, and he just want to see her walk for whatever reason. She got on her video this morning and said, well, I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk around my apartment and I'm going to show y'all my roses, right? So now you backing yourself into a corner. And when that happened, this whole symbiotic uh, uh crazy relationship they got is activating my petty, right? So my petty side is saying, I want to see what she gonna do. Because it still is the beef sector. So is she gonna get up and do it or not? Oh, that's
Ooh,
all it
child,
is.
yeah. Y'all got that special type of time on your hands because I'd be damned if I sit around and wait for a bitch to walk.
Yeah, now I ain't waiting
Oh,
now.
you're gonna go live at 3? I'm gonna be there. I want to see if she can walk. 2 hours later, she's still like, baby, I wish I would.
Now
Let
we
me
know,
just
but now I don't think that she's gonna walk for real because she would have done it by now, months ago. You see what I'm saying? But for me, it'll just be a very petty content when she don't keep her word. That's all.
do you know
That's
what
more.
this
I really
reminds
don't
me
care if she
of?
can walk or not, Seven. I really don't give a damn.
Do you
Honestly,
know, Olivia, you know what this reminds me of? Do you
that's
remember
it.
like the party line, like back when you could call like a chat line and have like what all this stuff we're doing on YouTube?
Hmm.
We could do like on the party line, right?
Yeah,
Y'all remember that?
yeah.
This reminds me of like a party line game
Mm,
where she's
mm.
like, I want to show you what I look like. She's trying to entice him with the sucking on the fan and the cucumbers and the bananas and stuff
Yeah.
to keep him from asking certain questions about, hey, like, can you walk?
Mm,
That type of stuff. So
mm,
now, a few months has passed and it's like, okay, well, am I going to be able to see you? I mean, like, if we start
mm-hmm.
a relationship, yeah, this reminds me of some party line bull-ish where somebody is clearly getting catfish. Okay. But they're still holding out hope that they haven't completely wasted all of their time on somebody who just is fake. So they're just still hoping and wishing and praying. And they're like, oh, okay, well, she's going to do it. She's going to do it. And then next thing you know, you call her and the phone's disconnected. You know what I mean?
That's the phone disconnected.
After you didn't send her money and all type of ish. All right.
Ooh.
So this is what this reminds me of. This is like a big see, and you gotta remember, Chris is older.
Yeah.
She's like in her 50s. So she's
Yeah.
played this game plenty of times, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
We're on the internet now.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's crazy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but see, it's the bullying I don't like. We all know this woman has issues. Now, people have speculated that she might be a midget.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
People have speculated that
Wait a minute. Wait.
they said it's only her face in the camera. You
You
can't
done
see
said you wait a minute. Wait. You can't breeze past that. Do you think she could
a
possibly
little
be a
person.
midget?
Excuse me.
Do you think she could be a little person?
I don't put anything past anything.
I mean, do you think it's why her face is so big? Like why she putting herself on the camera like that?
I don't know. We haven't
Mm.
seen anything else. We've only seen her face in those $29 rigs. That's it.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't think about that. Now, see, you activating my petty too, but okay.
I'm just saying.
I didn't think about that. Wow.
They said Sassy with her multiple personality self went up there on the panel, and her and Talent and everybody kind of just showcased that they could
That's
walk,
what Lemon
right?
said. I didn't see that. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently Sassy can walk. Well, Sassy, we knew you could walk when you was going outside the restaurant chain smoking with Chefy.
Right, right. We
We
know
knew
you
you
can
could
walk.
walk in,
Right,
Sassy.
we know you can walk. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I
Sassy is a very interesting character as well.
baby,
I'm gonna put it
I'm
that way.
I'm calling it now. It's a multiple personality disorder. I'm
Yeah,
calling it.
see Sassy, she a part of the crazy gang too. You know what I mean? I mean, come on now.
You think?
So yeah.
You think?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl,
So
you a mess.
she loves it. She loves it when the attention's not on her for doing something like super scandalous. So it's like, oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let me hop on this bandwagon too. One thing about the water signs, baby, y'all will kick a bitch back in if it'll make you
Mm-hmm.
feel good. I thought you were
Mm-hmm.
a Libra. You're a water sign too. Is that
Yeah,
what you
I'm a
said?
Cancer.
I thought you said you was a Libra.
No, no, I'm a Cancer. I've always been a Cancer.
Mm.
Always and forever. Nothing but a Cancer. But see, I'm not a some people think that cancers are emotional and very I use my claws. But my claws are always
I was
sharp,
gonna
okay?
say, y'all kind of
I'm a double Cancer. When it comes to the signs, I am a double Cancer, and I am not. I could be a bit uh, psychopathic at times, according to the FBI. But I am not one of those
the
soft
point I'm
cancers.
trying
I
to
use
make.
my claws. Just let me
Yeah,
put it that way.
the point I'm trying to make here is I've heard a slew of things about why this woman just doesn't behave like everybody else does.
You
Now
talking about Krista?
yeah, now I
Yeah.
had to consider one thing. Remember the stand up 7 stars, stand up. Remember
Oh, I
that?
remember that. Yes.
And how I let that go on for years.
Yes. Oh my
Okay,
God. She ain't even original. Wait a
listen.
minute. Hold up. I forgot about that, Seven. So we done seen this before. Oh wow.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Remember they were saying I was in a goddamn
Okay.
what did they say? They said I was handicapped too. They said I was in a wheelchair, but they said something specific.
Handicap. Did you have like they said you
Polio?
had
Is that what they said?
it was some kind of
They said I had
physical
polio.
disability. It was
Hmm.
polio. Okay. I remember it was some kind of physical disability.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And I
And
said,
that went on
okay.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I look, it's
Girl. It's not original then, Krista.
I'm not mad at Krista because Krista's clearly playing a game with y'all.
Oh
And I
yeah, she
love
playing the
it because
game.
y'all are really sitting here and giving this woman your valuable watch hours.
And that's what she wants. Absolutely. She
That's
wants the
what she
attention.
wants.
See,
She
Krista
wants to
don't want
be
Lemon don't
featured.
understand why she said she don't want to come and meet him even if it's the trip is for free. Because Krista is a form like she kind of like an incel, like he is to some degree. Krista just
Yeah,
want to play online. Do you see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
whatever she's getting is fulfilling whatever need that is supposed to feel in her, and she's getting that
Yes.
online. Do you see what I'm saying?
Let me
So
tell you
that's her
something. This
game.
internet fulfills a lot of needs for a lot of people.
Yes.
Some people, listen, if you're a type of person who's sitting at home in an apartment with no electricity, because
Mm,
we never see you with lights, we only see you with candles, okay?
mm,
And
mm,
then when the natural light comes in, that's when you want to open up your shades. If you're
mm,
somebody who is sitting in that type of solitude, and it's not
mm,
even by choice, it's not like you're in hermit crab mode. Like you
mm,
have been casted out. Like the only time you get to see and interact with people is when you're dealing with your family. If
mm,
you have this apparatus here where you can go online and people are talking about you,
mm, mm,
okay?
mm,
That is all she needs. So in the
mm,
meantime, she might say, "Hey, I might want to try to lose some weight. I might want to because I can only keep this ruse up for so long unless I create another scandal, another scandal." Then it's like, okay, well, I'm creating all these scandals, like I'm infamous online. You don't really
mm.
want to go that route either. I don't know what her game is. I don't know what
Mm,
her long term game is or her short term game is, but I know
mm-hmm.
right now she is releasing dopamines by what is happening online.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you got this dude over there who's claiming to be the king.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as we're all concerned, he gets the number. So yeah, he is the king in the night. And you're
Mm,
right up under him.
mm.
You tell me that's not intoxicating to somebody who lives their life alone.
Yeah, that's why she's so about it now, because she's changed her whole personality. If you pay attention, now she coming at people, left and right. And she jumping on panels. She want to be the JRU of the sector. She want to be the most hated because it feeds whatever that needs to be filled. It's filling that need for her to get good attention,
Bro,
bad attention, just attention. So I agree.
just attention. It don't matter if it's positive or negative.
Yes.
Some people
Mm-hmm.
are so deprived of the attention that they don't care if it's positive or negative. You got to
Mm-hmm.
really think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And this,
agree.
and I have to say, none of this makes her a bad person.
No,
None of it.
no, no, it doesn't. Mm-mm.
She's just somebody who needs attention.
Yeah.
And once you identify that, then
Mm-hmm.
you gonna say to yourself, I'm not gonna watch this. I wish I would sit up here and watch some lady talking about she gonna walk. I'll catch the replay. I'll catch somebody else talking
Oh
about
yeah, I
it.
catch the yeah,
I think
absolutely.
I'm gonna go out and go for a goddamn walk. That's what I think I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah,
I
oh
think
yeah.
I'm gonna
I
walk
don't
around
have
the block.
time to just sit here, all day in the house.
You hear what I'm
I
saying?
come on when I can come on. That's why I'm not very consistent because I have a home that I have to take care of, and I have pickups. Sometimes I do my volunteer work. I can't be online 24 hours a day. By the
Somebody
time I come
said,
home in the evening and I finally get to take my bath and soak for a while, honey, it's time to
look,
go to bed. Okay,
look,
by 11 o'clock, 7. I ain't you, girl. I ain't young. By 11 o'clock, I'm ready to go to bed.
girl, I'm in the bed too. FemFact
Shit.
said, but at her age, it's ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Some of the listen to me. Some of the most ridiculous people here in this sector are
Hmm.
her
Yeah,
age.
absolutely, and older.
They are her age.
Absolutely, absolutely.
They
Her
are
age
her
and
age.
older. You
Who's
know.
the TG and the LG lady who
Oh
keep
my
getting us?
God. See, that's what I meant
They're her
about.
age.
I'm glad you said it, Sam, because that's a perfect example of when people say that I don't like black women, and when I say it's not, I don't like the way that some black women present themselves. Those are perfect examples, and I really mean that because I
Yeah,
really am pro black woman first. But the world is seeing, and you're teaching the algorithm, and a lot of people how to treat you. This is how they don't see black women in a positive light or in a strong light. What they want to latch on to is the dysfunction because they want to see you in that way. They don't want to see you as strong. They don't want to see you as independent. They don't want to see you as a mover or a shaker. They want to see you as a drunk or a drug addict or somebody coming online, desperate for any type of attention, even to the point to where they're going to be disrespected. That's what they want to see. They want to see the train wreck. Okay,
let me tell you
and
something,
so.
Olivia. If black men are supposed to be on some sexual deviant type stuff,
Hmm.
black women love drama. They just
Yeah,
do.
all women love drama. Now,
We
just
will
let me
pay for
say,
a Tyler Perry movie. We will sit up there and we will watch reality shows and these talk shows where people running
yeah,
off
I can't
stage,
even watch
breaking up the
reality TV
father.
no more.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Black women, even in the office space. Oh, girl, did you hear that? Girl, yeah.
Hmm.
Black, that is our currency. We love it when something unfortunate happening to another
Yeah,
person's life. We love that. I don't
yeah,
know why.
yeah,
But
yeah,
when I stepped away from a lot of that, when
yeah,
I tell you my life
yeah,
has gone tremendously, it got
yeah,
so much better. And
yeah,
I think there's something about that in the Bible.
yeah,
Like when you're engaging in like dirty gossip or stuff like
yeah.
that,
It
like
is.
no
Yeah,
blessings will happen for you.
yeah, yeah. Well, see, online. See, here's the thing. Online, a lot of people are being radicalized in a lot of ways that they don't even realize it, right? That's why you got certain people that can form these very popular cults, like what's his name did. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my adult life. I just had read about it until I actually seen it play out online
Yeah.
with what is his name? Nature boy,
Yeah.
nature boy. Never have
No,
I
that
ever.
was very interesting. But
Yeah,
listen, it's not even about that. It's about how you gossip. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
There, I knew a lady who I was hanging out with, black lady, right? And
Mhm,
she, like, the way she would gossip, it wasn't just like, oh, so and so happened. No, it was like, that dirty bitch, and she did this,
mhm.
fuck her, and she's a hoe, and da. And I
Yeah,
felt like by
yeah.
even hanging out with this lady, and I
Mm,
had to realize this like months later, right? I felt like
mhm.
by even associating myself with this lady, I was getting bad luck because she was claiming
Yes,
bad luck.
yes.
But I had to
That
remember
energy will transfer. You're right. I
it will
agree.
transfer, but I had
Yeah.
to realize that she was miserable because I think she was married for like 15 years. Her husband
Mm,
had just left this woman for
mm.
a younger girl. I think she
Oh
was
wow.
25. So
Oh
she was
wow.
living in a state of misery, but it didn't
Mm,
click for me at the time. But once I separated myself from this woman, when I
mm,
tell you like my blessings went up,
mhm.
and it's like you have to it's I'm telling it's not even about the way people gossip, but if they are just like very foul and vulgar and mean
Yeah. You
spirited,
don't want that to rub
you
off on you. You
don't
know what I
want that
mean?
to rub
You
off
don't
on
want that to
you.
rub off on you. You don't want that. So you
No,
learning that, and that's a good thing because it's absolutely right. That's what I mean by you have to you can't you can't, what do they call it? You can't be overly invested in somebody else's misery. That's why they say
no,
misery loves company. That
no.
stuff will rub off on you if you allow it.
And I'm
You know
trying
what I
to tell
mean?
y'all, I promise y'all think a lot of these content creators are getting away with the stuff that they spew online and all this hatred and oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's just in the name of fun. When I
Mm,
tell you there is a series of
mm-hmm.
unfortunate events happening in this
Mm,
person's life, a
mm.
lot of these people take their L's in silence.
Yeah,
A lot of these people
absolutely.
take
You
their
can see
L's in
you can be
silence.
what you want to be online.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. But let me read this to you, Seven.
What?
Darlene Gibson said, "A female, I understand a lot of y'all say that, but there's nothing worse than working in a office with a bunch of white women. Trust that they are very evil." Now, Darlene, I have had that experience, okay? Because I live in the South, and let me tell you, Darlene, them bitches is cutthroat. Do you hear me? If you think, if you now, we don't have a lot of Asians down here. We don't have a lot of Mexicans, and
Girl.
we don't have a melting pot like you have, Seven. Right down here, it's black people and white people, right? And so the profession that I was in before I retired, I was around a office full of. Why I was like, it was maybe it was me and maybe one other black woman, right? But the whole entire office was filled with these bite back and evil ass, crafty cracker ass. If you think white men are dangerous, no baby, no
No,
baby. It's
white
them
men.
women.
Let me tell you something.
Them
White men
women
are
is
actually
fucking
the best.
vicious.
Listen, white. I couldn't imagine being. Listen, I interviewed for something like that one time, and I see now God was protecting me because it was
Mm-hmm.
just a whole bunch of white women, and they had like this gauntlet, like, oh, they're all gonna interview me, but it's gonna be one by one, and then they're gonna get together, and
Mm,
I was just like, what the fuck?
yeah.
It's a comfort. It's a comfortable. I can't even say it. Comfortability thing with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to feel. It's not that I hate anybody. I'm racist, prejudiced,
Mm-hmm.
none of that. But if
Mm-hmm.
we're being honest, I don't want to be anywhere where there's just a bunch of white people either.
Yeah. Don't come down south, child.
You feel me?
Don't no. Don't come down
Let
south.
me say this, and I'll be honest with you. The best managers who I've experienced,
Mm-hmm. White men.
no,
Mm-hmm.
Hispanic men.
Oh, it's been. Well, see, yeah, like I said, we don't have that. I don't have that.
Yeah,
Because
no,
we're in the
definitely not white
South.
men because they're messy too.
Yeah, but see,
Hispanic
the
men
thing
have
about
been the
men in
most
general,
professional. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, I feel what you said. The thing about men in general, when it comes to men and women, men, no matter the race, they can be dealt with by women because we are smarter, right? We are
Yeah,
truly, truly mentally stronger. So it is easier for us, easier for me, somebody like me to get around a white man, to work around him, to get him not to be on my back than it is for me to have to deal with a white woman. that is my superior, okay? Because she is in
Yeah.
some kind of competition with me, even though she is my superior in her mentally, she is in some kind of competition with me. And you have to peep game. You have to realize where it's coming from, because white women will try to walk you down the
Mhm.
path of your own destruction.
Will
Okay?
try to dog walk you right up
Yes, they
into it. Let
will.
me tell you something. It's not even that it's like Hispanic men. I look
Hmm.
at everything.
Yeah.
Are you physically fit?
Hmm.
You know, are you
Hmm.
attractive? Or are you somebody who's been outcasted since you were a child, and now
Right.
you're in these manager positions, and everything is about revenge? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, like Stephen Miller. He was
Because you a
bullied in school
Scorpio.
and now he done
Like,
turned
I'm
into
looking at
Hitler.
all of that. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. And especially and then see, it's easy for black women that are confident, about themselves, to maneuver when you have a male superior. Do you see what I'm saying? In my opinion, it's easier to maneuver around them. But them vampires, they something else in
But
that
then
red
white women
lipstick,
don't like
baby.
that. Hey,
Yo, they don't like it, baby. They
they
don't
don't
like
like
it. They
that.
hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They hate the cause see, and 9 times out of 10, that white man, he gonna have more confidence in you, your black ass, than he is in that white woman. Now I don't know why that is, but they see black women as very strong and very loyal, right? So if he got a project that he need to be done and he needed to be done right, maybe his job is dependent on it, and you are part of the team, you are gonna have the burden of getting everything together, right?
Yeah,
Because he
I'm
know
gonna
that
tell
you
you
can
about some
handle.
of the
He
different.
feels that you can handle it. So it's
I'm
a lot of pressure. So
I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you about some of the different office dynamics I've seen since I've been in the office for a really long time.
Mhm.
When it's a whole bunch of white women,
Mhm.
like even in the attractive ones, if you bring a
Mhm.
black male into that situation,
Mhm.
they'll be all over him.
Oh
But
yeah.
they will treat you as a black woman like they'll try to
Mhm.
little girl you in front of him. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
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 And
But
this
not so
comes
much other white men. But with a black man, yeah, you're right about that.
from.
Absolutely.
Let me
Absolutely.
tell you something. I was in the office, and I'm not gonna say who, but there's a model, and he's a real model. I'm not gonna say his name, but I mean, he was in the Nicki Minaj videos. He was in a lot of like these videos, and he was like doing his video model thing, print, ad, all of that. But he needed a job, a stable job in between his like working jobs. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So there was a white woman up in there. She was attractive, drove a Porsche and everything. Now, this, I think at the time we was doing like minimum wage. He was probably making like $12 an hour.
Mm.
This white woman who was supposed to be the general counsel, which means she's like the lawyer for the company, who drives a
Mhm.
Porsche and everything, was
Mhm.
going and flocking to that male model because he was tall and handsome, and you know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, I've
Mm.
seen it, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, damn. And
Yeah.
she'll sit up there and she'll talk to us all type of crazy. I remember one
Yeah.
of my the other girl, she was a receptionist, the black girl. She picked up the phone, and mind you, this bitch ain't none of our bosses.
Mhm.
She picked up the phone, was like, "Oh hey," and she said, "Oh, could you do me a favor? Just can you not say hey?"
Oh, oh.
White girl, yes. Can you do
Bitch.
me a favor? And then you be in the bathroom and she's looking you up and down like this, like just yes, white girl. I'm telling you.
Oh yes, Sylvia, you are absolutely right. But see, I always giggle about them helpers right there because, girl, you are forever beneath me. But that is my mentality. So, but
Not in
whatever.
California. Not in California. Oh no, they
Mm,
chasing these white hoes from coast to coast. Okay.
mm.
And I'm calling them hoes because I call everybody hoe. They chasing them from coast to coast. And not only are they chasing them, but they
Hmm.
are making them believe
Yeah.
they are better than black
So
women.
that's been
Do
going
you
on
know
forever.
how?
They got
But
them on
wait
a
a minute. Do
pedestal.
you know?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Do you know
Yeah.
how that affects us systemically?
Mm, mm.
All
Yes,
these black
absolutely.
women who are getting fired, guess
Mm-hmm.
who's not getting hired? Because
Mm-hmm.
the non-black
Mm-hmm.
girl who's with the black dude, he's sitting
Yeah.
up there talking shit the whole time. Oh, don't hire the black woman. Don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That that
Yeah.
that affects us.
Yeah, and that's what's going on. Like you said, systemically, especially in this country right now, because we have seen over 300,000 black women fired from these like white collar jobs and stuff like that. That
Yeah.
is for a reason. Okay, that is a part of the system that a lot of black women didn't even realize was going
What's
on
going
because
on?
they are intimidated. So that is what's
Well,
going on. So I agree with you.
let me say this. There was a lot of that talk. I mean, a lot of this is boiling down from Trump's administration. He don't forget a thing.
Yeah,
That Trump, right?
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, even with my taxes, like I feel like he is picking on Californians right now as far as taxes are concerned.
Oh,
They rejected my first tax statement, and
let
I
me
had
tell
to
you
go
something,
back
girl.
and
He
submit
got it
another.
in for the whole state of California
He
because
don't
he
like
knows
Cali.
that
He
knows that Gavin Newsom is coming for his head when it's time and when it's time for the next election. And so that's why he's so obsessed over California. See, here's the problem with Democrats, right? If I can just say this for a minute. See, when Biden mistake was he nominated Kamala Harris to be, to run for the presidency, right? After
yeah.
he dropped out. Now people was asking Gavin Newsom, would you run if he asked you? And Gavin was like, no. He good where he is right now. What went wrong with the Democrats, honestly, if they being honest with themselves, is they know for a fact that they not should not have chosen Kamala Harris. They were supposed to choose a white man, either Gavin Newsom or somebody like him, to run against Trump. And maybe we wouldn't be in this situation right now. Why would you choose Kamala Harris? That is a bad move. What makes me think that was done on purpose, okay? To further some type of deep state agenda. Because good and goddamn well, Kamala Harris couldn't win against Donald Trump in the state of this country right now because of the white nationalism that's going on in this country right now. They
And
knew automatically that she was going to lose.
also, even as a vice president, we haven't seen Kamala Harris. Even
Right,
as
right.
a vice president, so
I don't even know. That was a bad day. I
it really
don't. That
wasn't
was a
visible.
setup.
I don't know. But the point is, Gavin Newsom ain't no better either. But we'll talk about that another day.
Well, it's just that you got to choose the lesser evil. You know what I mean? And I don't think that what's going on right now had to
Now
even.
we got to determine who the lesser evil is, because I
Yeah.
would argue that Gavin is the greater evil in the
Oh,
long
I don't. I
run.
disagree. Now I know you
Yeah,
love
in the
Trump and
long
what he's
scheme
doing
of
right
things,
now. We got to agree to disagree on that, girl.
he's the reason why rent is so goddamn high in California right now.
Okay, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I don't know the.
People are out on the streets now.
Yeah.
You got the congressman. I heard you talking about how he was coming out saying that we need to be able to legally euthanize
Yes, homeless
homeless
people.
people.
Yes, that is crazy. Yeah.
Gavin Newsom is the reason why people can't pay their rent and they out on the streets. See, a lot of the homeless people in California, it's not just mental illness. Some people legit cannot pay their rent and now they out on
Yeah.
the streets.
Yeah.
Legit. It's not all
Yeah.
mental illness.
Yeah, that's happening all over the country, unfortunately. Yeah, and so, but their way of do you they're suggesting that you put them in a concentration camp or you illegally euthanize them. That is crazy. Instead of fixing
Or
the economy.
how about let's go back to Joe Biden. How about you stop sending billions of dollars to other countries and take care of what's happening here at
I
home?
agree. I
How about
agree.
that? See,
I
they
agree.
get mad at Trump for, and trust me, what his actions are very swift and very concise. But he's cleaning up a problem that the
I,
Democrats caused.
well, now I
We have to
disagree,
come through here
but
and clean them out. So when you hear people running and screaming and scraping on the sidewalks talking about, please, no, I don't want to leave.
mm,
No. This is a problem that they caused. And
mm,
now he has to clean that up. I don't agree with all of his politics, absolutely not. And that goes for anybody. But as far as
mm,
the immigration system, it's horrible, but it has to be done. These
Mhm.
people are a strain on our social security and our economics going on here in this country right now.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can agree with that. I
They
can
are
agree with
coming
that.
here, they are shacking up, they're all getting welfare, they're all getting, food stamp, they're all getting all of this stuff, and they're all in
Mhm.
one house, and the men are working and they bringing home the money, and that's how they doing it. And
Mhm.
I'm not mad at it. But I'm
Mhm.
saying I think that's some bullshit. When y'all sitting
Mhm.
up here giving people from other countries all this money, and we
Yeah.
got veterans who are out here
Yeah.
in wheelchairs,
Yeah.
homeless.
Yeah. Yeah.
They need
You
help
know,
to
I'm
go to the
glad you said
bathroom.
that because
They
that
need to be
alarmed
in
me.
nursing homes.
Yeah. That alarmed me when they say they want to legally euthanize a lot of homeless
Legally
people. What about these
euthanize
people
them.
that served in the military that are homeless because of mental illness, or like you said, because they can't pay the rent, or for whatever reason? You know what I
For
mean?
whatever
What
reason.
about those
You
people? They
sending
serve this
millions of
country.
dollars over to goddamn Ukraine, and these
Yeah.
people need to be put in nursing homes. All of these
Yeah.
people ain't bad. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, a lot of them people are good people. They're not
Yeah.
all misfits. They're not all, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. No. Absolutely. I
Even,
work
let
with
me tell you
homeless
something,
people for years. Absolutely.
even the
Yeah. I work
crackheads
on. Yeah.
are courteous and respectful.
Yeah, yeah, I work with homeless people for years. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Seven. I agree. I agree that it could be done
No, they're
more.
not saying it was Trump's idea. They're saying it. Who was the guy on
It was a guy on Fox
Fox News?
News.
Right? Yeah. No,
Yeah, they
that's
saying it was
that.
a guy, but he
No,
put that out there, and because of that, like I was saying yesterday, a white homeless man was lynched in Mississippi.
yeah.
Hours before the black Trey Reed, which is a black young black man, was lynched at his college on a pickleball course, hung from a tree, and they are saying that there was no foul play, and I find that very interesting because of what's going on in this country right now. So it's very
Sometimes,
dangerous. A lot
sometimes
of rhetoric is very dangerous. You know what I
listen,
mean?
listen to me. Sometimes the police will withhold information if they feel like it's going to cause a riot. Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everything is super heightened right now, especially with the
Mhm,
death of that,
mhm,
the, that guy. Okay.
mhm,
So they don't want to come out and say, "Oh, there's special groups out here who's doing this."
mhm.
Okay,
Well, they
when
don't have to say that in Mississippi because they already know what the deal
they
is.
already
Okay,
know. I mean, didn't
they
they find
already
all the
know.
people buried in the back of that goddamn jail out in Mississippi? It was like 200 something bodies.
Yeah, yeah. They already know what's up.
They said, who the hell would look behind the jail
Mhm.
for a crime to be committed? That's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where they buried them,
Yeah,
behind
but see,
the
that's
jail.
the deep South. Do you see what I'm saying? That's
Hey,
so yeah, they know. You don't even have to worry about these Mississippi from they already know where these people were hanged. Okay,
yeah,
they are trying to now these people, accumulated people, and I hope homeless people are trying to safeguard themselves because they know that, honey, the racism has been unleashed and they're gonna have to save themselves. That's why I say what I said in my video. Okay, stay
I
black and live.
cannot,
Don't stay
I
black and
cannot.
die. Stay black and live. You got to be careful. You got to protect yourself. Okay, because see, about the thing about the South is it's a different entity down here. When it comes to racism, it is in your face. It is its own entity. Okay, it is alive and well, and you can fucking see it. It ain't
Hey,
hid, so
no,
you got to know how to
that
protect yourself.
is that is very scary. I was talking to this guy. Well, I was talking to one of my dude's family members. He was from Texas, right?
Mm,
So I was telling him about like this accident I saw, and it was a full moon. So I was like, "Yeah, don't open the car doors because old girl might be a werewolf. She might get up and kill us all." So he started laughing, and he was like, "Yeah, you from Cali? You would say some shit like that." And I was like, "Well, why you say that?" He was like, "Because we don't believe in werewolves. We believe in rednecks and shit like that.
okay,
That's what we believe in." I was like, "Oh
okay. Them the vampires around here, honey. Them the
damn,
monsters in the dark around here, okay?
okay." I was like, "Damn."
It's the truth. Them the motherfuckers you don't want under your bed at night, okay?
Mm.
And so that's true. It's true. Yeah. People have to move differently. That's why you didn't see people like you seen people in Cali. You seen people in Chicago, getting up on these podiums. We don't need the National Guard here and all of this and all that. You didn't hear none of that from the people on the street in Memphis. None of them black people. You ain't heard them say one word. You ain't seen them do no protest or nothing because they saying, okay, we used to this and we gotta know how to move, right? Activate moving in a manner in which you can work around the system so they won't find your black ass hanging from a tree and they say it's no foul play. See, that's the way it worked down here,
Yeah.
you know. And
I
so, yeah.
I just think it's crazy that I mean, I do understand that a lot of homeless people gravitate to places like Florida and California too. Like they migrate
Mhm.
down here.
Mhm.
Um, no, there needs to be something in place. Like we need to determine where these people come from. Okay.
Mhm.
And for the people who are like here, or they've been here significantly, like we need to do something. There's a lot of tax dollars out here. I see them working on the goddamn roads all the motherfucking time, but
Mhm.
they won't take care of their people.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's unfortunate because
thirty
that
million
is the
dollars to build a bridge so the goddamn cougars can cross the bridge
yeah.
to get to the other side of canyons
Yeah.
and stuff, but they
Yeah.
won't invest in,
Yeah.
like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, like there are so many abandoned buildings, a lot of abandoned buildings that can be easily converted into living spaces for
Oh yeah,
homeless people. You know what I
a
mean?
lot
That
of our
won't cost a
malls are
lot of
going
money.
down. Yeah,
There is a
a lot
lot
of the
that they can
malls.
do.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of the malls out here are going down. South Bay
Mhm.
Galleria is
Yeah.
being turned into complexes and stuff. There's
Mhm.
I think there's like a Hawthorne Mall. I forgot what it's called, but that's been closed for years. There's a lot of facilities out here that could be turned into
Mhm.
something.
If they wanted to do the right thing, they could get people off the street. Yeah,
You see what I'm
absolutely.
saying? So that's why
Mhm.
I'm just not convinced that Gavin Newsom is the answer either. He's just not.
Yeah.
He's
Well, I mean, it have to be. Well. See, it's more than about. For me, it's more than about. It's more global and national for
You
me.
didn't see how they
Now he
was all
might be
pointing
whacked out
fingers?
in his state, but he is not going to sick the National Guard, on a city. And no matter how you see, here's the thing about Trump is you got to realize that when he's coming into these cities, it's not so much even about the immigrants. It's really about trying to intimidate Democratic voters, especially people of color. I'm talking about down south. I ain't talking about it in California where it was, on the immigrants and all of this and all that. Because you really don't have an immigration problem in the state of Tennessee. We just don't. Okay, they handle that. Uh, we don't have a large farming industry down here. You had some immigrants, a lot of them working for pennies in these like meat packing companies and stuff like that. Honey, they rounded them up like it's no problem. So he said he gonna come down there here to Memphis to help with crime. Okay, so the police got that they got that under control, but you're actually coming because you want to try to intimidate these black people not to vote in the upcoming election. And not only is he doing that, they're redistricting everything that can be to uh, uh, everything that is a detriment to melanated people in the state of Tennessee in particular. That is what the governor Bill Lee, he is for that. Okay. And so, but black people are so used to it down here that we know how to work around it. We're not going to be intimidated. This is not going to happen because we're used to it. So it's just how it is. That's how we move. And so, yeah, that's how I see it, girl.
I just think I don't know. I mean, I just think a lot of reform is going on right now. I mean, some of it is absolutely racist. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Yeah.
care. Because guess who else is racist? All the other presidents, including
Oh, yeah,
Obama.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You're
They're
absolutely right.
covert. They're covert racists.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Covert, right. You know what? That's the difference between someone like where you live and someone where I live. People don't get it's like a actual cultural shift, right? I can't even explain to somebody like you because you live in California. I can't unless you come down
You
here
can
and
explain
you've
it to me.
lived it.
Uh-huh.
Like you really can't even understand the level of hate that they have for black people simply because the color of your skin, and they don't even try to hide it. Like I can't even uh there is not a word that I could use to get you to um empathize with the situation down here, because you have, simply because you can sympathize
You
with it,
have
but you
ever
can't
experienced it.
empathize it because
Yeah.
you ain't lived
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
And
And
I'll tell you,
so,
I'm not gonna lie. I've never been in. I've been in California my whole life. You know what I
yeah,
mean? They say the people in California are very spoiled because we haven't been anywhere else. We haven't seen that type of racism. It's
yeah,
always covert. It's always in the office. It's always like a microaggression. It's
yeah,
always, in that type of form. I've never been anywhere where it was just outright like, and
yeah,
I don't know how I would deal with that. It's not like, oh, let me call the police. Oh, let me try to white girl this thing until nah, they ain't going for none of that shit, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
You're right.
I
I
haven't
agree with you.
experienced that, and I
Yeah.
know that once I start traveling, I will.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
Well, it's just that, I mean, it's in you to learn how to move around it. It's in black
Yeah,
people, no matter where you are, because of the trauma that's in our DNA, to learn how to know. I'm not gonna say to learn, to know. You will instinctually know how to deal with something like that.
I'm just saying, don't get out there talking about all that. Oh, I'm gonna file a lawsuit on y'all. Da, 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 da.
Right.
Just sit down, shut up, and because we talking about departments where a lawsuit can bankrupt the entire city. Those
Mm-hmm.
are those rural areas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
see, you don't talk about it. See, that's the thing.
hell
You don't talk
no.
about it. You just do it. If you're gonna do it, do it. You
Yeah.
ain't gotta broadcast it.
Yeah.
And
Oh
so,
no,
yeah, you're
I'm sure
right.
everything's okay. I'm not, yeah,
Right.
they gonna check up on you. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And the thing you don't want to do is call the police, because those are the patty rollers. Okay, they gonna make it worse.
Look, listen, listen. But no, I appreciated this conversation with you. I
Me
think,
too.
yeah, I haven't been. I'm actually like on vacation right now, so
Oh,
I'm
good
at
for
home. I'm not
you.
doing anything, and I love it.
I'm
So
so
man,
glad you're doing so good. You have really grown. Since you came, since the first time I saw you online. You know what I mean? You have really grown. You are really growing up, honey, to be a very good an adult. Okay.
that's what I'm saying. When these people, when these people come out here and they talk about me, and they're like, "Oh, you've been through this." You wait, are you echoing?
Am
Okay,
I?
okay. When these people come out here and they try to throw dirt on my name, they talk crazy about me, what I've been through. All
Mm,
I can say is, when I grew up, I wasn't on drugs. I didn't have to hit a stripper pole.
yeah.
I wasn't molested as a kid or in foster care.
Mm,
Like, I'm still doing better than a lot of y'all are doing with your
yeah.
traumas. And I witnessed the whole murder, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm
I'm
I'm proud
still
of you. You
doing
know what I
better
mean?
than y'all, okay?
See, the trick is people don't understand. That's why therapy is really important for some people. And even if you
Yeah,
don't get it, you have to realize if you have been through something traumatic, like you said, you witnessed a whole murder, right? If you are the type of person that can't do what you have to do to move past it, right? And be stronger for it, then you will forever be haunted, and you will forever be overpowered by that fear, by that trauma. But a lot of people unfortunately don't know how to grow past it and become stronger for it. Do you see what I'm saying? That is the unfortunate part when it comes to a lot of people in general. You don't let say if you were a child, right, and you were molested, right, and you grow up, if you are forever afraid of that trauma, if you are forever being depressed, or feeling that you are not enough or you are not worthy because of that trauma has power over you, and you don't want anything to have power over you. That's why your mental acuity, it's all about your brain. It's about your body, but that brain is the most powerful thing on your body, right? And that brain can allow you to overcome any type of situation for as long as you are above ground. And unfortunately, some people don't realize that, but some people do. And clearly you do realize that, Seven. You know what I mean? And so that's a good thing.
Serum of Truth is a low key hating ass black bitch, but she
Uh,
goes, maybe
I, I
that,
see all these
yeah,
comments
no,
going around. I'm letting
wait a
them
minute.
rock, but I don't care.
I want to address this. Maybe that's your problem, Seven. Leave. I guess you meant live out your delusional bubble 100. And then you said maybe you need to travel outside of Cali while you're on vacation. I mean, I could, but if y'all find out that I traveled somewhere by myself, you'll be hating about that too.
True.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, I could. I got another vacation next month. Yeah, I'm definitely going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But this vacation, I said, no, I just want to really just go to the gym every day, do some deep cleaning, and I really just want to relax. You know what I
Just
mean?
relax. I know
Um,
that's right.
but
And
yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know you feel some type of way. You're a hater. You have no reason to hate me, but you're a hater because, like I said, you're mad about me and who I am and what I do. Okay.
Mm,
And
mm,
I see the microaggressions in the shit that you tweet. And
mm.
a lot of this comes from that bitch. Remember the one that official was married to? You know
Oh,
she's still around, right? And she's under little troll pages, and
no,
she
I didn't
likes,
realize
yeah,
that.
she likes to
Mm-mm.
pop out
I
when
heard
I'm
you talking
around.
about that yesterday. I had no idea. I had
Isn't
no
that
idea that
crazy?
the lady was even online.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Hmm.
she's still online. I look.
Is
I could
he
talk.
still online?
I could talk about it now.
Mm-hmm. Is
I
he
could talk
still
about it
online,
now.
Seven?
Oh, I'm sure he is. Don't care.
Oh.
Let me tell you
Mm.
something. How about I got a voicemail when I okay, so I put up something on my damn, what's it called? Community post, right? And I was like, oh, by the way, my restraining order is over. It's been 2 years.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Restraining order is completely over. But I'm not even on that type of time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then I get a voicemail from a private number. Nobody
Mm,
calls me private, okay?
mm.
From a private number, when I listen to the voicemail, it goes, I really, really miss you. They're whispering. I
Oh, ooh, that's
really,
creepy.
I said, what the fuck? My nigga ain't doing that. I was like, who is this? Makes you wonder. I
That's
really
weird.
miss you. It's a guy's voice, but he's whispering. I
Oh my
miss you.
God.
I really miss you. I'm like, yo.
Do you think that's a fish?
Someone said you're a sorry excuse for a black woman.
Girl, that is a troll.
I know. I just love it. I just love it. I love that I can come back on here and y'all just get right back into attention, fall right back in line under a
Mm-mm.
troll page because you don't want to come out here as yourself. Mhm.
Mm-mm. You got a
Why you
good point.
talking?
I have to agree with you.
Why you
Yeah,
talking?
absolutely.
You ain't yeah.
Absolutely.
It's either one Ness,
Mm.
but she's still a hater,
Mm.
or it's the ex-wife. Because from what we hear, he dipped out on her too. Did you know that?
Oh well, damn. No, no. I mean, if you don't come out and talk about him, Seven, then I don't know.
Oh
I'm not gonna lie.
no! She put up a community post, and shortly after her page was deleted. I don't think she deleted her page. I think he deleted her page.
Oh
I
wow.
think he had access to her page, and he deleted it. But she came out, and she was like, "Yeah, he embarrassed me again, and he left, and he's with baby mama number, whatever. He had like 5 different baby mamas."
Damn.
And the funny thing about it is, you had him put a restraining order on me for no reason.
Mm.
Okay. And I wasn't even really your biggest problem. I damn sure didn't have a baby with him. I just made you think I did. You know?
Yes, you did. You did
I,
do that.
I made her think that I did.
I bet that
And
bitch was so pissed off. Ooh,
wasn't she?
Jesus. Ooh, my God, today.
Because the idea that, oh my God, you had another baby on me, but I'm going to stick it out with you this time. And it's like, girl, you like total, like at 55 years old, you completely lost yourself in that young dick.
Damn.
Damn is right.
Mm-mm.
knowing that and let me just say, ever since that situation, I've been seeing a lot of that lately, even in like the public life, like with the Drea situation. She's 40, her baby daddy's like 23 or 25,
I
something crazy,
know,
right?
girl.
I'm starting to see that more, and it's like the idea that y'all be trying to hold on to these little young motherfuckers, and
I
like
don't
they,
even know why. I don't
bro,
even know why.
their job is literally to come through, bless your guts, and keep it pushing. You supposed to set him free. No,
Yes,
y'all over there having babies by these niggas. He over there
child.
using all of your resources because you got it
Mm,
together. You're the grown woman. He's over there having you cook for him, this and this and that. I'm
mm-mm.
telling you, all of that wears off, and he's gonna want to go out there with them young home. Let me tell you something. You know who Charleston White is,
No,
Olivia?
yeah, I know that crazy motherfucker. Mm. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. Charleston White cracks me up because his wife is an older woman. I think his wife is like in her 50s or something, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
he'll sit up there and he'll brag about like, oh, I don't. My wife wanted to go to the strip club, but I wasn't taking her to no strip club. Like I don't. Those women have been raped and molested and all type of stuff, and you want to go there? I don't even want that to enter into her spirit. But I'm like, nigga, if you're having sex with these women, it's gonna enter into her spirit anyway.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like Charleston White is crazy,
You
bro.
got to, you got to be careful of who you sleep with, right? Because you
Exactly.
sharing that energy is coming into you. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful. A lot of people don't understand energy. A lot of people don't understand that you can't let anything into your spirit, right? The first mistake a lot of women make, some women make, is that they lead with their heart, right? So when
Yeah.
you lead with your heart, you're always going to lose, right? See, the thing about relationships is, you have to, in the Bible, it says you need to be equally yoked, right? But when it comes to some women, they tend to get fixated on not if they're equally yoked or not, if they get fixed on it when it comes to I love you and I want you to love me simply because I love you. But the thing they don't understand about a man is a man has to choose to put you in his heart. That's why he can have 5 or 6 baby mamas and a wife. Okay, because he is choosing to put you in his heart. He That's why he can have 5 or 6 kids and only fool with 1 or 2, and the
Let's
rest
talk.
of them he
Let's
won't
talk
fool with.
about. Let's talk about something that a lot of women don't want to talk about. Just because he married you, don't mean you the one. Let's talk
That's
about that.
true. And
He
some,
married
if you
you.
are not strong enough, let me tell you something,
Listen to
because I've
me.
been married for over 30 years. Just what people don't understand. When it comes to black men, if you are not strong enough to deal with a black man, he is going to walk all over your ass. Okay, he don't even want you. He might say online that he want a submissive woman, but no, he don't. He does not. He does not want a submissive woman because he cannot respect you if you do everything that he goddamn say in the first place, right? Because they need pushback. Just like they buck their mama and their mama slept their ass down. When they buck you, you got to slap them down. I ain't talking about physically. I'm just saying mentally, right? And sometimes verbally. Now it's a thin line between putting them back in their place and emasculating them because you don't want to do that either. So that because if you emasculate them, then a strong woman can't deal with a weak man. See, that's why black people need to practice reciprocity. And I had to learn reciprocity, okay? Because
Yeah.
I am very strong willed. It don't work if one person is more dominant than the other one. We got to be equal on that footing right there, or it's not gonna work. That's why you get these women telling me, so well, I am living my soft life. I am in my passive era. Honey, you making a mistake.
Listen to me. If you are older than your man and he married you,
Oh yeah, that right there, that don't work.
let me say this. And somebody had to explain it to me just like
Uh-huh.
this. And that's when
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh my God. I had a light
Mm-mm.
bulb moment. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Someone, they was talking about getting married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lady, and the lady was like, if he comes to me even within a year and proposes to me, I will not
Mm.
marry him. And they was like, why? She was like, it's one thing if he knows off the bat that you're somebody he can marry, but if
Mm,
he physically gets down on one knee and proposes within 3 months to 6 months to even a year,
mm,
he is looking for a wife.
mm,
However, he ain't necessarily looking to be a husband.
mm.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
Well, that's where equally yoke comes into play. That's why you can't lead with your heart all the time. You have to look. You have to look at the person by how they really are. You
Yeah.
can't look at them through rose-colored glasses because
No,
it's
but let
not
me
going to
finish. Let
work.
me finish. Let me finish. They
Mm-hmm.
said if he is looking for if he is looking to be a husband to a wife, it's going to take longer because he has to vet you in some sort of way. He has
But he,
something to lose. You know what I mean? Like
mm-hmm.
he's
He has.
going
You
through
have to.
a
He
time.
has to. He has to. Um. Love you more than you love him. Now I know that sounds crazy, right? The reason why I have been married so long, and I have the reason why I have been married, done marriage counseling twice, is because you got to realize if this man that yeah, marriage counseling twice, yes, I've done it twice. I've done it twice because I am a very solitary creature, and I am very I can rumble because of my daddy. I can stand 10 toes down with your ass, okay? Because I am not going. I'm not going to be disrespected. My boundaries are not going to be crossed. We have to practice reciprocity. But the reason why we have been in marriage counseling twice, but not no more, because honey, we old now. But at first, and because I went through trauma, because I lost all of my elders, and I really didn't want to be bothered, right? So I really wanted to just be to myself with me and my sisters, right? And that's right, pick me's never get picked. But my husband refused. He wasn't going, okay? He wasn't going, and he hung in there. We don't have nothing binding us to one another. We don't have no children. You know what I mean? So I was trying to push him away in a very derogatory manner. But there are certain men that if they love you more than you love them, honey, they are going to hang in there because they choose to put you in his heart. So when I'm saying um they have to love you more than you love them is because they have chosen to put you in their heart, right?
That
And you
still
can see
don't
that, you
mean
can
that still
tell
don't mean
that.
you're gonna be treated right. I got somebody right now who loves me more than I love them.
Mhm.
No, that ain't it. Because the
Mhm.
point, listen, that's why I said some men are just looking for a wife. They're
Yeah.
looking for you, and AKA a slave.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
that's the wrong. And then you that ain't the situation. That's toxic. Okay, you don't
it's
want a toxic. You don't want something that's
I need to
toxic in
go
your
to work.
world.
And I'm not talking about my situation. I'm just talking about in general because of
Mhm.
like a lot of the things I be seeing online. Right?
Mhm.
You want me to go to work, split bills with you,
Mhm.
cook,
Mhm.
clean. I ain't got
Mhm.
no kids, so thank God that's not a factor.
Mhm.
You can't do shit for yourself, but I'm expected to come in here and make your life better.
No, that's not the way it works. That's not practicing reciprocity. See, that's what I mean. Reciprocity means that if you give
These
a
dudes
little,
will
I'll
fight
give a
you tooth
little.
and nail about it, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The conversation we're having right now, it makes sense. You think I
Yeah.
can get this out to a motherfucker who's trying? No, he's gonna cut me off. He's gonna do
Yeah.
no. And
Yeah.
then what it all boils down to is peace. I just want peace. Get the fuck out of my life, bro. All
Yeah.
of y'all, get up
You
out
know
of
what
here.
I feel sorry for, Seven? I feel sorry for young women like yourself and even
That's why
younger
I left both of my
because the
niggas.
culture, the culture is different
It's
around.
so different
Yeah,
now.
it's different.
It's so
And
different.
sometimes I forget that even having these conversations, I have to realize that the culture is different, honey.
Mhm.
Because a lot of men that I have seen online seem like they want the woman to give them the roses. And I'm thinking, huh?
Mhm. Mhm.
So there is a
They
shift.
think they're the prize. It don't matter
Yes,
if I got 6 kids by 5 different women. It
yes.
don't matter if I married a bitch who I knew could take care of me for the rest of my life. None of
Mm,
that matters. They think
mm,
they're the prize. And the
mm,
problem is they choose these pick me women who treat
mm,
them like they're that goddamn prize.
mm.
So
They
it's
don't have
making
a
it harder
reality
for
check.
everybody else.
Yeah, they don't have a reality
But that
check.
is all by design.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is all about it. It goes back to ancestral trauma, actually. And it also has something to do, honestly. And I know some women hate to hear this, but it also goes back to being a woman having to be a single parent, especially to a man. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we tend to coddle. We don't some women don't require their boys to, because they don't know how to raise a man, because they've never even had that type of role model, some of them. So what you do is you coddle your boy, you turn him into your little king, but that little king is not your man, that is your son, and you have to raise him. And if you spoil him, and if you do everything for him, like you're not making him stand on his own, you're doing a detriment. Okay, that's why I love that
I
K
wanna
Michelle song.
I
You
wanna wait a
can't
minute.
raise a man;
Before
he
this
already
comment,
grown. What you gonna do? You can't do that.
Ronnie,
Uh,
Ronnie, I see your comment. Men think they are doing women a favor by marrying them. Not
mm.
only that, but let's say you are apprehensive about getting married. You don't know that this dude's credit is bad. You don't know that he's in debt.
That's why
Like,
you have to do your due diligence these days, honey.
Oracle,
I
you can
agree with
keep
you there.
cutting me off. Let me just say
Oh
this.
no, I'm sorry. I'm agreeing with you. I
All
agree.
right. But
Yeah,
here's the thing. God damn it. I done lost my
I'm sorry, but I agree with you. Yeah.
Oracle. Look, listen. I'm trying to get it out. Oh no, they will shame you into marrying them. Okay.
Shit.
And that's when you gotta know who you are as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Because they will sit up there and say, I'm telling you, I've had people come at me like this. Bitch,
Mm.
you about to be 40. You ain't got no kids. Nobody loves you. You might as well marry me. I've had people talk to me like this.
The nerve.
Oh, it is the nerve and the audacity. And it's like, who you think you talking to? You might as well marry me. You ain't got nothing else going on. You might as well create a family with me and you ain't shit. Like,
Huh?
what?
Oh,
No, I'm saying that
wow.
about them. Like, no, I've had people come at me like this. There are people out here
Wow.
who have nothing. Their,
Wow.
their entire existence depends on you. I've
Mm.
had I've had broke people try to come at me like that. You might
Damn.
as well get with me. You might as well marry me. Like this is how it goes down. Now, some people aren't as blunt as that guy was,
Oh,
but they still have that same notion.
the
They still put
mentality.
that in their minds. Like, you ain't got
Yeah.
nothing else going on. You might as well. I'm gonna come in and split the bills with you. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna do everything I want to do. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, just because you're the wife, and that's what, and I had to learn that. Just because you got the title of the wife, y'all
Mm-hmm.
wear that as a badge of honor.
No, no, no,
Y'all
not
swear to
everybody. See,
God, that's a
some people like
badge
me.
of
Wait a minute,
honor.
Seven. Let me stop you right there. Hold up. Now, see, for some women, they believe that, but for me, it is not the be all end all. That's why I always say when I'm talking about my relationship, the little bit that I share, I preach reciprocity. I preach, I let people know that that is not the be all end all. Every woman, you do not have to be married. You do not have to have a ring or even children to live a very positive, peaceful, meaningful life. It is absolutely not necessary. Okay, especially in this day and age, right? Because from some of the stuff that I have seen some of my nieces go through, okay, um, is beyond, some of the words coming out of some of these people's mouths is beyond me.
It is
Okay.
disgusting. And I'm telling you, I'm looking. It's sad, like dating, even like as an older woman,
Mhm.
because I'm still not married, right?
Mhm.
So even though I'm with somebody, I'm still technically free. I can do what I want. But I'm just
Mhm.
saying, I haven't seen it. Like, I haven't been on this other side. This is my first time here, being an older woman who attracts younger men. I've
Mhm.
always been the younger girl who like older or slightly older men, like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now it's reversed. Okay. Now I'm
Mhm.
the older, and the way that these little YNs will talk to you, bro, you just be like, what? They'll
Mm.
come at you. Mind you, this ain't a Lemon and Krista situation. A lot of these
Mhm.
women be minding their own goddamn business.
Mhm.
These men will come up to you. You tell them, hey, what's up? I'm 40, I'm 38, I'm this. Oh, I can't believe you look that way. You look good. It's all supposed to be a compliment, right?
Mhm.
First time y'all get into it, that's the very first thing he gonna throw in your motherfucking face. Bitch, you 38. You
Mm.
38. You this, you that. I'm telling you. And you be like, you knew that when you wanted to talk to me. Like, it's like the Twilight Zone.
Mm.
It is the Twilight Zone.
I
Like,
would
wait,
never date anybody younger than me. Like if I was a younger woman, I would never date anybody younger than me. I don't see how that can work, especially if you like say you a decade older, um, than this boy, right? Now, sometimes young
yeah.
boys they will deal with older women because they are not very mature in certain
They want to
ways,
be taken
like
care of.
sexually and stuff like that.
They want to be
But when
taken
they
care
get
of.
comfortable with themselves, they are going to seek a younger woman. Like it is going
Yes.
to happen. So
Yes.
why would you put yourself through that? Look at Demi Moore. Demi Moore did that with Ashton Kutcher. Girl, he was a boy when you started fooling with him, and you better lost your mind over that young boy when he left you. What did you, he was young, honey. He wasn't
And
secure
then
in
got
his
with
step,
a girl who looked just like her. That's
just
the
like her,
crazy.
but
Married
younger.
a girl younger who looked just like her.
Yes, yes, that's a perfect. You never do that. You are setting yourself up for failure if you are an older woman and you marry a younger man, honey, because
Let me tell you
he is going
something.
to go younger eventually. Okay.
Let me tell you something. If you're an older woman dealing with a younger man and y'all break up for whatever reason, I mean, look at Jason Momoa and
Yes. Uh huh.
what's her name
The
again?
Cosby
Lisa
girl.
Bonet.
The Cosby
The
girl.
girl that he's dating now looks just like Lisa Bonet.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you
But
seen
she
her?
younger though. See, she younger.
She's younger, and
Mhm.
he's putting her on to where she can start making these Marvel movies and stuff now.
Mhm.
You see what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
And he
So if
leveled
we
up with
get
Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet is the reason
he's
why
been
he
in
is
love
what
with her
he is
for
right now.
years. For years
Mhm.
he was in love with her.
Yeah.
But he just, I'm trying to tell you, these men will, as soon as they can find a girl who looks
Mhm.
like you,
Mhm.
okay,
Mhm.
got their ish together, they up and they
Mhm.
gone.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
even though they loved you, you're older, which means
Mhm.
you come with baggage.
Mhm.
They can't get
Mhm.
away with the stuff with you that they can
Mhm.
with this new girl.
Mhm.
Because you
And it's
already got
Freud.
that
You know you can't discount Sigmund Freud either because here's the thing: some men, for whatever reason, they date their mommy. Okay,
oh,
for whatever reason, especially younger men dating an older woman. Do you realize that he is seeing you like he see his mama? You know what I mean? So if you know anything about Freud, you can realize the mentality of a man. He is dating his mama, honey. He can't sleep with his mama and do those kind of things with his mama, but he is dating you because you remind him of his damn mama. Okay? And that shit is weird.
which goes back to that slave mentality. You want somebody who's gonna look after you, clean up after
Mm-hmm. You
you.
want a mama.
You want a mama.
Yeah. I'm not your fucking mama.
And you don't want to do all that freaky stuff with your wife because you look at her like she's mama, so you gotta go out and cheat on her.
That's the mentality. There you go. That's why
It's
you don't do
very,
that to yourself.
girl, listen,
It's
men are
weird, right?
weird.
Yeah. It's the mentality of people. You got to realize what's going on. That's why you can't leave with your heart, honey. You better leave with your eyes wide open because if you don't, you're going to slip and fall. You're going to be hurt in the end. You the one going to be hurt because you know you shouldn't have done that in the first place. You don't fool with no young boy and you are a seasoned woman. That is a recipe for disaster.
For disaster. For disaster. Well, it just depends. Like, my dude is like, I want to say 6 years younger than me.
Mhm.
Um, not that big of a deal, but I when I see like them girls who was like 15 when they fucking nigga was born and shit, I'd be like, yeah, nah, I don't know about all that, bro. You know, you a
Child, it's
whole
just
decade
crazy. Ronnie
older.
Howard said that's not. Yeah, that in some rare occasions, Ronnie Howard, that ain't the case. But for the most part, normally, it's the case. And you know why it's the case? And a lot of reasons, because when men start to get older, my husband told me this. Men start to fear death, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
said because they start to fear death, it's like male menopause, right?
Mm.
When we go through menopause, we know that our body is changing. Our periods stop. We got to have our hormones in check because things start happening to us, right? That's what menopause is. Menopause is, right? Men's version of menopause is that some of them will regress, right?
Yeah,
Because they fear death, because they fear getting older, they want to start chasing somebody's youth, right? They want to chase these young girls because they want their youth. They think in their mind they are sucking up their youth in some kind of weird sort of way. And it's just a whole weird, psychological thing that some of them have going. And that's why you have to. It's good like me and my husband, we kind of grew up together, right? Cause he is a year only a year older than me, but um, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that we didn't go through. I think because we didn't have a lot of barriers. Like if we break up, we break up. We don't have nothing else holding. We don't have nothing connecting us to each other but each other. We don't even have kids, right? So you don't even have to feel obligated to stay, or I don't even have to feel obligated to stay with you because we have children. We don't have that. We didn't have that when we was growing up together. So, but for a lot of people, whether they're tethered to you or not, um, it don't work. The biology is crazy. So I don't know. So Ronnie Howard, you're right. It's not that way in every case, but sometimes it is. I don't know. I don't know. But I wouldn't be a young woman
hold
wanting to
on.
date
Let
in
me
this
close
day and
this
age.
window because they're guarding. Hold on, okay.
Hmm. I'm gonna have to go in a minute, y'all. My battery is at 14%, and I am nowhere near my charger. Certain black women have been tricked into 50-50 financially, but expected to do traditional things. I'm asking the curve for that. You're right about that, Lady Whistledown. You're right about that. You can't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right about that. But that whole 50-50 thing, that's not my testimony. So, but I know what you mean. But yeah, that's not my testimony. Yeah. So yeah, but Seven, I have really enjoyed this conversation, honey. We don't went from politics
I
to
know.
to everything, but I got 14% on this phone, honey, and
Yeah,
I am
yeah, yeah.
nowhere
Go
near.
ahead and get out of here. I'm
Okay,
on
but
vacation.
please hit the link again, honey, before you go back to work, cause I had a really good time with this conversation. Thank you, Seven.
For sure. Have a good one.
Okay,
How
baby, have a
do
good
you? Oh,
day.
this is how you leave the studio. I'm like,
Ooh, what? But anyway, thank you, y'all. I'm gonna have to get off of here, cause like I said, I got 14%, right? 14% in Canada. I wish I was by my charger because I love the conversation. Thank you for coming up, Lemon, Max, and Seven. Thank y'all for hitting the link. Thank you guys that's been in the chat for a while. Thank you for agreeing to disagree. You know what I mean? But overall, I hope that you have will at least consider some of the commentary that I did today, especially the more serious things. The petty is the petty, it's whatever it is. But y'all know I love to, try to mix it in the petty with the real, right? So I'm really more concerned about the real these days, what's going on with us, in the world today. Okay, I am afraid about that, but I love the beef sector because I can do a little escapism and then I can do some realism. So I like to mix it up. So thank you guys for staying with me. If you came in late, please be part of the replay gang. Thank y'all for joining me. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. Share the video if you care. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. You guys stay strong, stay woke, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.